Hey everyone, welcome into our Spreecast. We're going live with you for the next 4 hours. I'm Amy Wood. Christy Henderson, our chief meteorologist, is here, and we are ready to not only update you on the weather situation, but also interact with you guys, get your pictures, your information. And Christy's really interested in hearing about how much snow you're seeing. What's the latest on the snow, Christy? What are you predicting? Is it going to be on the mark with what we've been forecasting?
Well, yes, it will. We're looking at those temperatures. Of course, that's key as far as the overall accumulations that people wake up to. And right now, we're just above freezing in both Greenville and Spartanburg, and we're still in the mid-30s down into Greenwood, which kind of helps to tell the story of why we've been saying the Greenwood zone would see the least amount of snow. It's because the warm air is going to try to hold on the longest there. It's possible we could see some light accumulations down into Greenwood later tonight, but it's going to take a while for temperatures to come down. And so even though it's been above freezing, we've been able to pull down enough cold air for some of the snow to hit the ground and to even start to accumulate in northern parts of the upstate, our northern part, especially of our Greenville and Spartanburg zones, and then of course in the mountains. It's been below freezing for a couple of hours now.
We've got the radar link up at the top of the screen, so anybody who wants to click over, it'll open up a fresh window so you won't lose the Spreecast. If you're on mobile, though, you will not get to see, unfortunately, the interactive pieces. You'll get to chat, you'll get to also watch the video, but you don't get the chat experience the same way that you do on a laptop. So if you have a laptop and you can join us that way, it's great. Also, if you want to go on a webcam and show us what you're seeing, we would love to see your live shots from your house. And you can do that by using a laptop only. The mobile devices won't let you go live on camera. But what else, Christy? What do you think in terms of the way the roads are going to respond? You know, a lot of people are saying, well, it's starting to show up on the grass, but I'm not seeing it on the roads yet. What's going to change?
Well, later tonight as the temperatures cool off, I mean, the road has to get cold enough for the snow to start to cause an issue. So for right now, in most cases, it's falling, it's melting, and it's a wet road, but we're not, really having any wintry issues with the roads. That will change later tonight because as the snow falls, it's still going to help to kind of cool the surfaces. So it's going to be a gradual process, but we'll get to that point. And if we get any heavier snow showers over the same area, then that will cover the road, cool it off, and then that's when you'll start to see a lot of slick spots developing on the roads.
All right, well, we have Evie Kighton, too, Christy, who's standing by. She's over in the Weather Center. Yeah, so we're talking about the roads. Let's bring in Evie, because she's got to get home to sleep so she can get back here for daybreak in the morning.
Yes.
But tell us right now, the smartest thing, obviously, is for people to not get on the roads. Are they listening?
They are listening. The roads are pretty quiet right now. And unlike last week when we had that ice storm, we had probably 15 accidents on Interstate 85 when that storm hit. Right now, we're not seeing any accidents on 85, so I think people are heeding our advice, or they've gotten home safely, which is the good news. And the roads aren't icy this time like they were last week. So right now, they're just wet. That snow's not accumulating on the road, so not really a problem right now, but obviously the conditions are going to deteriorate as the night progresses. And overnight into the morning, which is why we're going on live on Daybreak tomorrow morning starting at 4 instead of our usual time at 4:30, so you can wake up and see what it looks like outside.
We will see you in the morning on Daybreak, and we'll look for updates throughout the evening from our viewers too. They'll be watching the roads. They'll be telling us their firsthand reports. We appreciate that. And if you want to set up your webcam and join us on camera, you can push the camera button. It's right below us here, and we'll preview your video before we take you. Evie, thank you so much.
Yeah, y'all be safe. Later. Don't go out on the road. Night, y'all.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to bring in right now, before we head back to Christy, our Vanessa de la Vigna. She is normally doing Scene on 7 work, but we took over their show tonight to bring you snow coverage that's extended and awesome. She's outside live with us on the Spreecast. She's going to be kind of keeping us up to date, right, Vanessa, about not only what's happening up on the assignment desk where we find out the breaking news situations, but also what's going on outside. You're in Spartanburg, right?
Hours just watching them. It's actually, if we can look down at the floor here, it's thick a little bit. Well, I don't know if you can see that. The white is actually thicker than the black concrete we have out here, but it's definitely been picking up a lot since we've been watching it and getting flakes are bigger and faster, so the snow is definitely coming for us, guys. I hope you're ready for it.
Well, it looks really pretty. Is it piling up in any significant way? Can you tell? Are you getting any accumulation at all, or is it just kind of looking pretty and disappearing in the wetness?
Grass? Yeah, in the grass it's sticking a lot more than on the concrete. On the roads, it's really not sticking that much. It's just starting to stick on the roads now. snow, we're starting to see a little bit of buildup. Mostly the grassy areas.
All right. Well, Vanessa, if you can, when you get a chance, head up to the assignment desk. Let us know what they're seeing in terms of breaking news developments with this. I did just report, and you probably saw that on Twitter, Vanessa, that the GSP has pretty much canceled most of the incoming flights, because usually what happens with these storms, folks, is that the airlines realize, oh my gosh, if we get planes in there, we may not get them out, so they don't bring them in. And it's a lot of the arrivals for later this evening that are not coming in as it looks on their website. And so we're going to be tracking those developments for you and keeping you posted on the breaking news. But Vanessa, you're going to be all over it, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Really intense, everybody.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. All right, we're going to bring back in Christy Henderson. She's standing by. She, of course, is understanding why they would not bring those flights in. Because, Christy, what kind of totals would GSP potentially be looking at in terms of airport accumulation there on the runways?
Well, I mean, we're looking at 4 to 6 inches, I mean, along 85, and that includes Greer right at the airport there. So they are right in the area that could see some of the more significant totals that we get from this whole system. The rain snow line is going to stay far to the south overnight, and we expect the snow to continue until about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. After that, the coverage is going to start to decrease, the intensity will decrease, and then we're just going to kind of slowly add on to the totals that we end up getting from all this. And so I think between now and it's 8 o'clock, I'd say the next 3 hours, most of us are going to get what we're going to get from this system, and then there'll be some leftover snow after that. So yeah, I'd say the airport has a good chance to have several inches of snow on the runway there.
One of the things I saw on Twitter was the, well, first of all, I want to show you the app. Christy, we always love to push the app, but the app is really important for us to get. And so all of us, if we can, download that app. It's the weather app that'll give you, what I love is that hour by hour, Christy, where you can see the temperature and what it's going to be doing and the percentage chance of it.
Yeah, that's right. And most of us are going to slowly cool down to freezing. As I mentioned, we're almost there now at 33 in Greenville and also in Spartanburg. But it can snow and still be above freezing, and that's what we've been seeing so far this evening. I mean, the atmosphere's been cold enough for that snow to reach the ground. It's just that it melts, when it gets there. And so, yeah, we'll be getting down to freezing a little later on tonight.
I'm also putting up a graphic from the National Weather Service. They're asking people to understand how to report snowfall accurately. So they've put up this sort of explainer about measuring the snow when it's near the average depth, the flat open area away from buildings and trees. A whole bunch of things. Take several measurements, and you can tweet those reports to them. So if you're on Twitter and you're measuring snow for them, we want you to also send them to Christy's attention, Christy H. Weather. But the National Weather Service hashtag is there, NWSGSP, and they would love to kind of get the feel for not only what it's like in their official reporting locations, but also in your backyard. That helps them, right?
Yeah, that's right. We call that ground truth, and it's very critical, especially, during the newscast. If you watch us, we can look at the radar image all day long, but the stories our reporters were bringing us from live locations and also the reports that we get from our viewers are critical because we're trying to find out who's getting what. The radar will show us snow and rain according to the algorithms or the little programs, the key that it thinks is rain and snow. But when we actually hear from people who are there, that helps us to forecast better so that we can kind of lay it out in a more clear fashion on how it's going to happen. So just checking the latest currents over at Greer, they're reporting fog, snow, and mist temperature.
We're also getting some questions starting to pop in. I'm making sure that I'm still there. I've lost my audio for some reason, but I see you guys, so I'm hoping everybody's cool. There is a question there from Andy Varnador. I think Christy's spinning for a second, and this will happen occasionally to us, you guys, as we have internet. Spinning all night long. She'll be spinning all night long. She should be coming back here in a second, and if it doesn't, Christy, we may have you just refresh your stream at the top. You know what I'm just talking about, where you go up to the top and just hit your URL and refresh it. That might help you. And we'll play you back on camera if that works out. I see you popping back on. Let's just see if we can get it. Maybe it'll come back. It's not wanting to. In a bad computer. But anyway, she'll be right back with us, and we will continue to sort of keep you posted on that. But we have a question that Christy will be answering shortly, and she can always come over here if we can't get it working, right? The question is just mainly sleet and snow. Here's Christy. In Simpsonville and rain right now. When will it all change over? So the people that are seeing that mixture, what is going on?
Hi. I'll come over there.
Yeah. Oh, here she comes. Oh, you're back. You're back again. Sorry.
Okay.
Hopefully we will have numbers spinning. It is a crazy night. I mean, let's
It
be
is.
honest.
All right, so Simpsonville you're asking about. Is that
Yeah,
right?
and other places
let's
like
see.
that are seeing mixtures, you know?
Yeah, it's because we're so close to freezing. I mean, it's just borderline that we're getting snow. I think if we were a degree or two warmer, a lot more locations would just be getting rain right now. So technically the rain snow line looks like it's over the southern part of Union County, maybe right through downtown Lawrence and up through the central part of Anderson County. But even if you're north of that line, it's so close to freezing, just above that it's possible that you're going to see some rain and some snow mixed in. Again, I think give it another couple hours, temperature cools down a degree, and it's just going to be pure snow. And with the heavier snow showers that will be moving through over the next 3 hours, with some of those producing high snow rates, that's where you can get a quick 1 to 2 inches per hour.
All right, let's pull in. Well, let's make sure I think there was another question before I pull in Vanessa again, because she's up at the assignment desk. Let's pull in the other question I saw way down low that I'm trying to get my computer to go down to. Sorry. It is from Mark, and he's asking, as the temperatures continue to be, not so cold, is there a chance the snow totals won't hit what we think?
It's possible that you can have several inches of snow, and then when you wake up, whatever's melted is away, and you see a lot less than that. But I think the trend over the next hour or two is going to be for more areas to get down to freezing and for it to start to stack up to what we've been talking about and what were, our expectations of the snow totals. If I thought most of it was going to melt off, I wouldn't be calling for 4 to 6 inches because nobody would actually see that. And so the big question was, how long is the rain going to last first? Because you have a set amount of moisture that's going to occur from the system in the first place. Then if you take a big chunk out of that as rain, it leaves less for the snow. And so right now, our Greenwood zone is finding a lot of rain, so that leaves less time to see significant snow totals there. And then we are seeing a rain-snow mix in some areas and just a really wet snow that's just borderline snow in others. And so as long as the temperature's above freezing, it's going to fall and maybe stick on the snow that was left over from yesterday, or it will stick on the grassy surfaces and cars. But on the roads that are still above freezing and the air overall, it's going to melt. So I think that will change later tonight. But for now, in most cases, we're above freezing by just a degree in most areas.
All right, Christy, thank you. Let's bring in Vanessa, and if you can hang with us, Christy, that'd be awesome. If you need to do some checking on the weather, you're good to go one way or the other.
Yeah, I'm studying.
Yeah, I understand. Well, Christy's going to keep kind of looking over her data, and I'm going to bring Vanessa in. She's up in our assignment area, the newsroom, where we can kind of keep up to date on what's happening. So, Vanessa, fill us in. Tell us about what's breaking up there. Anything going on?
I'm up here in our newsroom here. It's really buzzing with a lot of activity, with a lot of things going on out there. I was just talking to our assignment editor, Craig, and he said we've been hearing a lot of incidents out on the roads. So hopefully, if you don't have to be out on the roads, definitely don't go out there. But 20 crashes and incidents going on throughout the region here, which he says is a lot more than around 5 or 6. So you can see that's a huge difference. So obviously, that weather is creating some hazardous roads out there. So you don't want to head out there if you don't have to. Like we were just hearing about a car that was twisting in County. So really some dangerous conditions out there. Definitely don't have to be out there. You don't have to go out there. But you can see behind me here, everybody's busy at work. It's latest news and info for you guys that we're going to bring on WSBA. And we're going to keep our eyes open and our ears open for what's going on out there so you guys updated.
All right, so you said, and I'm having a little bit of an audio problem, and some people are saying they can't see your video, but I can see you okay, so that's a good sign. At least somebody can see you, and I think some others can. Tell me, you said 20 accidents already, or did you say more than that?
Around 20 crashes right now throughout the area here.
Right now?
Yeah, that's what they're working on out there.
All right, well, if you guys wind up with any video that's freezing, you may want to refresh your URL. We apologize sometimes just with all the video that we're using here. It can kind of freeze up your system depending upon your computer. But we will continue to follow Vanessa's information. And thank you, Vanessa, very much. And Vanessa, ask somebody up there, I don't know if anybody can help you get a mic maybe, or an earpiece that has a mic. It might pick up the audio clearer. I'm not sure.
Do you hear me better if I speak out of this side?
Yes.
Sorry.
Perfect.
I forgot this headset had a microphone.
That's fine. That's great. Okay, so that's perfect. And now we're going to be rocking it for the rest of the night, people. I'm telling you right now, with Vanessa able to be heard. So again, the 20 crashes. The newsroom is working on the 10 and 11 o'clock shows. And of course, we have a whole digital team up there that is working to bring you the breaking news alerts on your app. So if you have the app, whether it's weather or the news app, both of those are good to have in this situation. And those will alert if there are some big developments. So make sure you're downloading that and staying tuned for that. All right, Vanessa, let us know what's going on and just kind of send us a chat that says, hey, put me on, I've got something, okay? Thank you.
I'll keep my.
All right, so Christy, anything new coming in terms of the real-time reporting we're getting from viewers? And do any viewers want to go on camera?
You see anybody?
Not yet.
All right, yeah, I'm looking at the radar image. The rain snow line, again, is situated over the southern part of Lawrence County, and that may sink a little farther southward over the next couple of hours, but it looks like in most cases our Greenwood zone is just not going to end up with very much. We still have several hours to go, but I think the better chances for our significant accumulations are going to be along and north of 85, which is what we've been talking about. And if you live just south of 85, you've got a chance, of some accumulations as well. And later tonight, as the main energy that's helping to produce all of this snow starts to move by us, there might be enough energy to get some really heavy snow showers moving through that can dump the higher snow rates. As I mentioned, 1 to 2 inches of snow per hour, and some of the heavier snow showers is not out of the question. And so you can go from maybe an inch on grassy surfaces to 3 inches after, an hour is said and done. So that's what we're kind of looking for right now. We've got some heavy snow showers, it looks like, in the northern part of Greenville County, also along 85, maybe in the northeastern part of Cherokee County. It's going to be east of Gaffney, and back into northeast Georgia as well. And the moisture stretches all the way back into Mississippi. And so, as I mentioned, there's going to be several more hours of the precipitation around. And temperatures will slowly cool too, so we have not bottomed out that way.
Next time you do that, I'll pull up my weather app and show the radar. I didn't think of that this time, but we'll do that again. We have another question that's coming in. I was trying to find it, but it's from Mark, and he's asking, how significant and quickly will we see melting tomorrow? I mean, do you think it's only going to be what did you say, 36-ish?
Yeah, well, we're only going to maybe top out near 40. I think it's going to be a struggle to get to the 40-degree mark in the afternoon, depending on how much snow is around, because the thicker the blanket of snow, the more it covers the ground, the more sunlight or heat from the sun is reflected, and it goes into melting the snow and producing slush rather than heating the air. And so if we have the several inches of snow on the ground that we're expecting, then tomorrow's going to be a cold day, but we'll still expect the slushy conditions to start to develop, I would say, by late morning. Well, we're going to be just below freezing at best going into tomorrow. So we're not going to have a long way to go. And the sun's radiation anyway is going to work on some of that, even if we start out overcast.
7 intern Dylan Huffman is in Rutherfordton and is asking, will I be able to make it to Spartanburg for my internship tomorrow? So we'll find out from Christy here. She's checking in with our bosses about some coverage plans for a little bit later. But Dylan, I would guess if you're coming in the morning, it might be trickier than if you're coming midday or afternoon. But again, the refreeze issue Christy's talked about is for tomorrow night. It's going to get cold again. So, we may be dealing with, even if the kids can go to school Friday, they may have delays. So it's just been, been tough to get people where they need to go. How many school closings and delays, someone has asked, and I think it was Christine Chavis who said that there were more than 700 cancellations on our list a little while ago. That probably is growing by the second. But, pretty much everything's shut down tomorrow. People, other than the crazy people in the law enforcement, EMS, media people, hospitals, there are certain professions that have to keep on trucking, but a lot of people get the day off tomorrow. Unfortunately, for some people, they don't get a paid day off. That's an unfortunate circumstance. But again, a lot of people don't have to get out on the road, and that's a good thing. 750, she said. 750 closings and delays right now. You can check those out on WSPA.com. By the way, we have a link to do that, and you can check that anytime you'd like. Also, you can check the roads and the traffic. This is the roads and traffic situation. You can look at real-time cameras on our website. And we also mentioned the hourly forecast. If you don't have the app and you just want to go to the web, sometimes people just like to get on their internet and do it. That is the link to go check out the hourly forecast. It really is a great tool if you need one.
I'm looking at some snow totals, Amy, up into Henderson County. We've got an inch reported there. And we've had a lot of pictures, like you mentioned, coming in, showing some accumulations, especially on cars and the grass and things like that. And again, there was snow left over from yesterday morning. I mean, a lot of it had melted off, but there were still some patches of snow, and so we're kind of adding on to what's there. Oh, that's a good picture there.
Yeah, that's a good picture. I'm starting to, Vanessa found us some pictures. I'm not sure where that one was taken, though. Here's Greer, where they're writing snow in the snow. So we're going to see people writing things. You can write Christy Rocks if you'd like in your next snowfall. There you go. We've also got, this is some Asheville snow falling. That's a beautiful picture that Vanessa found on
That is pretty.
social media. And then we've got another one. Let's see what this one is here. This is from the downtown Greenville area. So this is actually video. You all can play that with the play button. Those of you on mobile, I'm sorry you won't see it, but you can see the thick flakes. I mean, Christy, those are really fat. People always are like, I want the fat snowflakes. They're getting it today.
And they're fat because they're so wet. They're sticky. And so as the snow is falling, they're sticking to each other, and they come down sometimes in clumps, but if not clumps, then just really big snowflakes. And that's what we got reports of initially when our parts of our Greenwood zone were reporting snow. They said these great big snowflakes are, coming down, mixed with some rain, but great big snowflakes. And on the radar, it looked like it was a heavy rain shower, but in fact, it was just higher reflectivity from the very wet snowflakes. They're just more reflective to send that energy, that signal back to the radar. So it thinks it's a heavy shower, but what it is snow.
Interesting. And this is a shot of Spartanburg. Becky Pittman found that for us. Becky, thank you for that picture. So many people are seeing it kind of start to pile up at their place. And you can share your pictures too. If you have an Instagram, a Twitter link, or a YouTube video, you can share those links with us in that question box or in the chat, and we can paste them in and show people your pictures. So let us know if you have anything you'd like to share. We've also got another shot here. This is from, I'm not sure what location this is, but this is another shot of snow piling up across the Carolinas. And Stephen Gruss has shared this one. This is another beautiful picture. You see the neighborhood starting to look like just winter wonderlands. Again, looks pretty, but can be extremely dangerous to drive on. So that's what's going to happen, folks. The roads are going to, those secondary roads, look at that, starting to already cover up. And, even if the main roads stay a little bit passable at this hour, authorities are saying it really changes so quickly. And I think Christy and Jason were talking about, also Dan and Malachi, the chance as the evening progresses for that snow to really increase in its intensity, coming down faster and faster. And so this will change so dramatically as you head out there. John Keenan has got a great picture to show us. He's got a look there when it was just early on starting to try to pile up. Becky found that picture for us, so thank you for that one. And anybody else who wants to go on camera, let us know. And if Vanessa has anything from the assignment desk to tell us, that'd be awesome. Hey, Jason. Hey, Andy. Got lots of people here with us. I know we've got some North Carolinians because we've got our intern who's here. If you're a visitor and you're not logged in, you can join the chat process. One thing I wanted to show anybody who's on mobile, if you are on mobile and you get that option to open an app that will let you chat. And let me show you how that looks, okay? Because I made a little graphic for you guys, if I can find it, that will show you how to chat. Here, let me show this. This will give you an idea. Way down at the bottom, see the question? That's what you hit to ask a question. You don't get to chat quite in the same way, but you do get to experience the questioning if you need to do that. So ask a question, and we will be looking for your questions. We're also getting the question that we always do in any kind of severe weather, because it is one of our top concerns, right? Will the lights go out? Will I be cold? Will I be in the dark? Christy and Jason were talking earlier. We were asking that question here too, all of us, and they were saying that it didn't look like necessarily it would be too bad with the power outages, but we have to wait and see how this snow sits on trees and whether we have any danger of it really getting heavy. This kind of wet snow is so much heavier than that fluffy white stuff. This Addie Hampton was really good about explaining earlier. She said, this is really no fun to shovel, no fun to get off your walkways, but it is fun to make a snowman with, right? Christy, we're talking about the wet snow and the quality of this snow and what that means in terms of the power outage danger. Elizabeth Bennett was asking about that. That's always an issue and a question for so many people.
Yeah, that's a good question too. The freezing rain is the worst kind we can have. The wet snow, it can be heavy, and if you get several inches of snow that is on a tree branch, I mean, it can weigh it down, and if that falls on a power line, then, you know, that could cause a power outage. But usually we don't see the extent of problems with snow that we see with freezing rain, but it's still possible. And the wetter the snow is, the more water's in it, and the heavier it is, too. I asked for some reports of accumulations around the area, and I've gotten reports from Boiling Springs. Somebody's yard is covered there. Fingerville, up in the northern part of Spartanburg County near Lake Bowen, the yard is covered, snowing hard. Snow on the ground at Wanda's house. I don't remember where she is. Rain in Whitmire, and rain in Union for now. So again, that rain snow line set up in southern Union County all the way back into Abbeville County. We'll see if that shifts one way or the other over the next hour.
All right, I've got a shot. I want to see if I can make sure that I can show you this. This is in Flat Rock, North Carolina. A viewer sent this. Obviously, this is a little bit earlier. Light out. Got this picture, and that's the Flat Rock area of North Carolina. That's coming from. Oh, who's that from? That was from Donuts for Me on Twitter. Apparently, a fan of donuts, and who isn't, right? So we're continuing to track the power situation, which is not an issue at this point. We hope that it stays that way. We did mention the situation at GSP where flights coming in pretty much, except for one. I saw one remaining flight, and I'm betting money. I will bet you a cup of coffee that flight is canceled if it's the only one still coming in at GSP tonight. We've also got, let's see, in Traveler's Rest. This is Troy. This was as the sun was setting. Look how pretty that is.
Wow,
that's pretty. A beautiful picture. And we've got the Winter Wonderland. Oh, I already put this one up. Sorry, you guys get double exposure. That's lovely. It's so romantic to be out in the snow for a beautiful walk, isn't it? Kyle Henry has shared a couple of shots here. This is the bread and milk. Donuts are the new bread and milk. Is that not hilarious? That's pretty funny and hilarious. People are lining up at Krispy Kreme, I guess, to get their donuts to play in the snow and then have donuts tomorrow. I don't know. And we've got
good to me.
This one. This is the porch that. Oh, this is the same one that Becky entered earlier. Sorry about that. And we've got Mike Ellis on Twitter sharing the situation down in Anderson. Okay, so this is Seneca Anderson area. Look at the cars covering up.
Wow.
I wonder what our cars are going to look like by the time we get done with all this, Christy.
I don't know, but I was tempted to park in the garage where the news vehicles usually park, and I thought, no, better not. Yeah, we'll be scraping some snow off when we leave, which is going to be really late tonight. Let's see, I've got another report here. Ground is covered just south of downtown Spartanburg, and it looks like we've got some heavy snow showers in the northern part of the county, maybe up towards Lake Bowen and up towards Tryon. Looks like some decent rates there, and back through northeast Georgia into Toccoa, Stevens County, Franklin County along I-85 too. It's really a rough ride along 85. The roads are wet, but you have all this distraction, you know, the snow coming down too.
This is deep neck of the woods, the Duncan Metropolis.
Yeah, Duncan metropolitan area.
I guess that's changing as we go. You can see all the snow in the light there. You know, we're showing that video. It's just
yep, there it is.
Let's also check.
Any other questions?
Let's see if we have any questions down at the bottom for Christy. This is a big storm. It is. We are seeing a lot of sleet in Woodruff. When will we see all snow? It's kind of the continuous question that people are asking in their various locations. When will it be all snow, Christy? There's another one for the Woodruff area from Ashley, and she says thank you, by the way, for answering her question.
Oh, sure. You know, Woodruff, you know, you have a chance to kind of go back and forth, I think, for another hour or two. If everything kind of falls in place to the way we think that it will, then you'll probably get to all snow after 1 or 2 hours. But after that point, you're only going to have a couple more hours left of some snow to come down. Again, I think along and north of 85, that's where you have the best chance of it being just snow. Farther south you go, the more rain is going to mix in, and then finally into the Greenwood zone, we'll expect mostly rain to come down, and just maybe a few peaks of snow here and there. So any chances of accumulation, I think, in the Greenwood zone are really low. But the farther north you live, you've got a better chance of everything kind of falling into place, so to speak.
Christy, I have breaking news.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh.
It's happening again. The bread aisle is empty at Ingalls.
Oh, my.
It is happening at grocery stores across the Carolinas at this very moment.
Yep. I went to the grocery store this morning, actually, and I bought bread and milk just to be in the game. I mean, we didn't really need it per se, but I wanted to get in the spirit with everybody else. And actually, they had a lot of milk to start the day, but I don't know if that lasted very
Yeah,
long.
I was there midday, like 10 o'clock-ish, 11, and there was plenty where I was. But, as people took this more seriously, as it got closer and closer, I think, that can change pretty dramatically. But the stores know this stuff is coming, just like we've been looking at this and warning people since the last one and before, days before. So the stores pay attention to that, and they order appropriately. All right, if you guys need the app, there's the news app link. You want to get the news app? You can download it. It's a free download, and it's on Android. It's on all your devices. You can download it. It's pretty much a device happy and friendly operation. Also, we have the weather app. That is free as well. And again, my favorite part of the weather app is that hour by hour. I just think it's so neat to be able to look.
And
at
it goes out 24 hours too, so you really can take a big look ahead. So
the one thing I noticed about it is when you looked at the snow parts where it had the pretty snow graphic, it was like 100%, 100%, 100% chance. So I was like, oh, okay, it's gonna snow.
there you go.
It's gonna really
Yeah,
snow.
but it does help you to kind of break it down by hour because, people have appointments and they want to know what the temperature is going to be doing and the precipitation's coming down and, what are their chances of getting to those appointments. We already have all kinds of closings and delays for businesses and schools, so people want to know, how's it going to be changing into tomorrow? And we are going to get, we're going to dip down just 2 or below freezing tonight in most areas, and then tomorrow we'll get up to around 40 degrees. And so, it's going to be a mild day by some winter standards, and that's going to help to melt or produce slush, where we are seeing a lot of snow happening tonight. Got some more reports here. Let's see.
I'm showing
where
you,
was
this
it?
is the, one of the
All snow
DOT
in Packwood.
cameras. You can see how snowy it is on the road. So I think this is probably over, I'm not sure. Do you guys know which camera's up? It's not telling me which camera's up, but it is looking extremely snowy. It looks kind of like maybe the 85, 26 interchange perhaps. I'm not sure. But it looks snowy and not so fun to be on. And very, very little traffic going on right now, as you can see. So this is a great look at just how slow people are going and how few people are on the roads, and that is exactly the way the Highway Patrol wants it. They do not want you out there. If you guys remember, and Christy, I know you do, we have covered these storms in the past where we have seen dozens and dozens of people winding up stranded on the interstate where they have to go out. Look at this. This is crazy. Wait, I gotta stay over here.
Yeah.
This is a crazy
Those are good pictures.
camera.
Now, where's that?
I don't know. Somebody didn't tell me. I'm not sure which camera. Do you have your stuff in?
Yeah, let me talk to him. Here. Hey, y'all, this is Christy. What camera do you have up right now on the monitor? We were wondering. Anybody back there? Maybe. Yeah. Hey, Jesse, what camera are you looking at right now on the monitor?
Let's move it around a little bit.
Which one?
Oh, wow, that's a really one.
Okay, we're not sure which one that is, but she said Biltmore Park and GSP have the best snowy. Oh, 385 and 85 is that one right there. Yeah, 385 and 85.
Just depends on the angle at which the camera gets. That's what's happening. You can't always see it unless it gets right down.
Yeah. And the light.
But look at that, you guys. And imagine driving it. People don't understand how difficult it's going to be when it really comes down. Christy, they're talking what? We're talking at least 2 inches an hour.
If you get under one of the heavier snow showers, you can stack it on pretty fast, and that covers the road with snow. And even if the road is above freezing, it's going to provide for some slick spots. I mean, and it's also going to help to cool the road down to where it does start to accumulate on the roads and become icy.
Well, this is something you guys need to be keeping in mind. This is why the Highway Patrol doesn't want us getting on these roads right now, because it is a little bit frightening to be in snow like that and try to drive, because that stuff comes at your windshield and it's blinding. It's like being in fog or something. I mean, you just cannot see well, and that's where you get the accidents. But I was talking about before I got so distracted by that crazy video that we've had literally dozens and dozens of people and emergency crews having to go down the interstates trying to get people out. People stranded for hours on the interstate in the cold, running out of gas. I mean, it's just a very scary scenario. Not a thing you want to experience or be involved in. And so we urge people, to listen to the Highway Patrol, stay off those roads. so you don't endanger yourself, but also so you don't endanger the emergency crews. Now they've got the whole array of shots up, so I'm going to walk back over. Anything new on the weather side?
I'm just looking at reports coming in. Getting a report from Moore, which is south of 85, that says the ground is covered, coming down real hard and fast. Big flakes, some look like golf balls. It's beautiful, falling through the spotlight outside, Kathy says on Facebook. Covering the ground and roads in Marietta, Cleveland areas, about a ½ inch. Carolyn says lots of rain near Woodruff. So again, Moore's getting snow, Woodruff's getting rain. They're not too far away from each other. Snow in Boiling Springs. So it's, a lot of rain falling in some areas and a lot of snow, big snowflakes, wet snowflakes falling in others. My battery is at 7%, Amy, just so you know.
Oh gosh, you're plugging right over there. See it?
Right. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Tell me this. What kind of winds
Yeah, I can hear you.
Coming down and it doesn't take much wind really to start to kind of make a blizzard-like area, does it?
Hold on 1 minute, Amy. Okay, I got you. Sorry, Jesse's talking to me, setting it up. Yeah, I'll talk over the live cam.
This is getting ready for cutting.
It'll be this computer where you see Facebook right now. Okay, it'll be 3D. Sorry. All right, Amy.
Winds. Are we having significant winds? Because that wind just blowing around a little bit of that snow can really make it tough to see, or worse.
It can, yeah, it can. It can definitely reduce visibility. We don't have really windy conditions per se, but I think it will turn breezier later tonight. The whole reason we're getting this is an area of low pressure that's over the Gulf Coast, and it's going to skirt across southeast Georgia, should be off the Carolina coast by tomorrow morning. So it's moving in a hurry, and with it getting closer to us, it should help the winds to pick up just a bit. Not looking for any blizzard-like conditions or any wind gusts, but it will turn a little breezier, I think, later. And you're right, that will blow some of the snow around.
It makes it harder to see. I know every time I've ever had to drive in the snowy, windy conditions, it is scary. It can be very scary. All right, so letting you guys get back into you guys can share a link right here in the chat, and then we can paste that. We have a couple of producers here who can paste it and check it out, check the picture out, and then paste it into our ability to do that. We've got a back side of this that lets us kind of put it on the screen, but we need either Twitter links, Instagram links, or YouTube video links to be able to make it work. So, not to be picky, we would love to see any picture. You can also tweet pictures to us, and we can try to show them like I've been doing, like kind of just holding them up if you have anything like that you want to share.
Lots of snow in Packlet. At least it's looking impressive. Just got a picture here on Facebook. It's covering the deck table. Heavy snow in Cowpens. Double checking with the radar there. So Gaffney should be getting some snow. I know that they were saying they had rain just a little while ago, but Shelby was out live on our newscast, and she was getting some really beautiful snow. So if you're in Gaffney, you should be getting snow right now. Let me know for sure, though. And then that extends back towards Clemson, and Toccoa should still be getting some snow as well. And some of that's heavier in Toccoa, it looks like. So maybe Walhalla will see the snow rates pick up in the next hour. Looks that way. Here we go, snowing in Gaffney. Okay, so that matches up well.
It's always good to get that ground truth that Chrissy talks about, because people don't understand. They think, oh, no one cares if it's snowing at my house, but we actually really do. It really does help to let everybody know what's happening. If you want to know how to make your own ice melt, say you've run out and you have no clue what to do, this link that I've posted at the top is from our Jenna Trim. She posted a video on Facebook earlier today, and it is a little how to make your own at home emergency ice melt. So that's a really good thing to keep in mind and to use. So I could use a flamethrower to melt snow, says Christine. Well, in case you don't want to in case you don't have a flamethrower, for those of you without a flamethrower, you go ahead and click over to her video. It's a video that's on Facebook. I can't roll it in here because of the Facebook problem we're having with posting, but otherwise it'll be fine. Hello, Jason. Right. Hello, Christine. Hello, Pioneer Elizabeth. Yes, Christy.
Yeah, thanks for everyone joining us. I'm looking at the radar loop back here. As a matter of fact, I guess I can show you what I'm looking at. Where's that camera reverse button when you need it, right?
Yeah, I know. Really.
Let's see. Okay, so there's Y'all might have to squint a little bit, but there's the radar loop that I'm looking at. You see how the green area here, which is the rain. Okay, watch the city of Lawrence. Okay, green, white, and now they're back in green. Watch Southern Union, green, white. Now the southern part of the county is in green. So what's happening here, that area of low pressure is moving by, and it looks like it's trying to drag some warm air to the north. But what's going to happen is it continues eastward over the next couple of hours. Some of this cold air, let me get my drawing utensil here. Some of the colder air in through here will get pulled back down a little bit later on tonight. And so from Lawrence up towards Union, you might be getting some snow in the city of Union right now, but south of town, it's probably turned back to rain. Carlisle, Cross Keys, I think I got a report, but it was a little while ago. Y'all may be getting a rain-snow mix. Erie might be into some solid rain, and I think Lawrence and Waterloo are probably back to rain as well. And they had some snow earlier. So again, warm air is trying to move north a little bit, up and through this way. And so southern Spartanburg County, central sections of Union County might get into a situation where it's all rain, but this cold air should kind of take back over in another couple hours. So you might even see a changeover back over to snow in a couple hours.
So we may see a changeover back over to snow in Lawrence County, you said?
Well, back over to rain. They had snow in near downtown Lawrence, along Highway 76. I got a report. In the northern part of the county, it's still snowing, but in the city, it looks like it's back to rain. So this is what we call nowcasting. We do the forecast, and then as everything unfolds, the weather's doing what the weather's going to do, and what we do is we track it. So we're looking at the trends right now. That's the key, just to see how all this is actually going to be unfolding.
In terms of what we're expecting for late tonight, okay, if there's anybody like us that's working a crazy second shift, what should they do at midnight? I mean, how much snow could potentially be there and in their way on the way home?
Well, I can tell you, I know on our newscast tonight, our plans are to have a reporter out to tell us about the road conditions and to see what's going on. But my gut feeling is that 85, it's been treated. We're borderline on the temperature. I don't know how the road conditions are going to hold up, but I do know that by midnight, our temperature should be down to freezing, which means that untreated roads, the conditions would start to deteriorate. And so I think that it would be kind of a dicey situation if you're along and north of 85. South of 85, it might be more slush, and if you're above freezing, you're going to be okay because the roads are going to be above freezing as well.
All right, we've got this look at Malden that Becky was able to give us of a parking lot there with lots of snow coming down, snow starting to accumulate. You can bet that's different at this point. We've also got this in Campobello, Zoe the dog out in the snow. Lots of people have their dogs. In fact, our Vanessa de la Vigna, she has her dog here, and we're going to actually bring her dog into the Spreecast a little later, just to have some fun once we're kind of past once we get a little crazy, a little later, we'll do that. And William Woody on Twitter showing us footprint in the snow. Kind of a cool shot there.
Oh, that's
Isn't
cool.
that neat? So
I like that because you can almost get a measurement of how much snow is falling by looking at the imprint of the foot there. Getting a lot of pictures in, on Facebook. Let's see. I've got about 3/4 of an inch reported in Inman, snow and sleet here in Gaffney. Just west of Buffalo, seeing a little sleet, but mostly rain in Union County. So it kind of runs the gamut. In Roebuck, just a little sleet mixed with rain, occasional flake or two is the latest I've gotten from Roebuck. And near Woodruff, about a 1/2 inch of snow cover mixed with rain every now and then.
We've got this beautiful picture of a church in Asheville. I think this is the Presbyterian Church.
Oh, that is pretty.
By William Woody. That's another great shot. I guess he's running around town taking beautiful pictures. And Stephen Bruss on Twitter sharing this shot, because this is the thing we all care about. We all care about the roads, airports, all the most important things. But at the end of the day, we're going to be stuck at home doing this. Luckily, if you could be with your children to sled and have some fun, a lot of people are getting out there, and they're not wasting time, Christy. Look at that.
Yeah, that's right. We had 1 to 1.5 inches reported from Asheville over towards Brevard. So, and we saw Dan Bickford out live at 5 o'clock in Brevard, and it was really coming down. I mean, big, beautiful snowflakes. And then, of course, in our mountain zone, that's where temperatures are below freezing, so it sticks automatically. And so you're getting these really pretty pictures of everything covered in white.
That's a look in the Greenville area from Super Dave on the radio. He shared that, just kind of giving you a feel for what's going on over in the Greenville zone. Looking not good on the roads, right? I mean, that looks a little intimidating to me.
Yeah.
Our Drew Smith, of course, has been reporting from Hendersonville. If you guys want to play this video really quickly, what time do you have your cutting, Christy?
It's at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, so in
About
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
But we can
Yeah.
all play this video and hear what Drew has to say from Hendersonville. Right, that's our Drew Smith. I hope you got a chance to listen to that. That is one of the videos that our reporters are kind of posting as they go through the evening. And Vanessa also shared this. This is Hendersonville, where Drew was earlier, a little bit before he did that video report. So you're seeing the snow accumulating for sure on the walkways, on the pavement, but not totally on the streets yet. But again, the side roads, it looks like those neighborhood roads, Christy, where we've seen people showing us where they live. That's where you're seeing it really pile up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And again, we've got some pockets of some heavy snow out there, and that's going to help it to do exactly that. Okay, got another radar update in. That rain snow line is back down south of downtown Lawrence. So if you're in the city of Lawrence right now, and you want to let me know what you're seeing, it would be interesting to know, because maybe seeing a changeover from rain to snow again. So that's where that rain snow line, is kind of fighting the battle. It's trying to take over.
All right, we're going to pull in Vanessa de la Vigna because she has got an update on the road conditions. So what are you seeing,
Yeah,
Vanessa?
hey, we're hearing a lot more incidents going on out on the roads out there. We've got about 36 crashes throughout 5 counties right now, including Spartanburg, Greenville, and Anderson. And in fact, one big thing that we're watching right now, we've just sent a crew out to, there is a car flipped over on I-85 northbound at exit 63. I'm going to try to show you this traffic camera here on the DOT website. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but traffic is definitely backed up on that
Sure.
part of 85. They're saying about 2 left lanes are closed right
man.
now. So we've got a crew out there on the way to check it out, give you guys all the latest updates on Facebook, as well as our 10 o'clock newscast. But like you guys were mentioning earlier, the roads are really dangerous right now. 36 crashes, that is a lot going on out there. So definitely, if you don't have to be out there, don't do it.
Yeah. What mile marker was that, Vanessa?
Exit 63 on I-85 northbound,
85.
that's Spartanburg County.
Okay. So that's the Duncan exit, right, Christy? Exit 63. So, and is that southbound or northbound where the problem is?
Yeah, northbound is blocked right now. So it's pretty backed up for a few miles there, it looks like.
Northbound, okay.
So we're keeping an eye on that one.
Yeah,
for
that
you,
looks
but
bad, and it's never fun. Yeah, thank you. Anything else?
That's the biggest thing we're hearing right now. A lot of incidents, not a lot of injuries, thankfully. Nothing huge out there, so that's good to hear.
Let us know too if you wind up tweeting that out as breaking news. That'd be awesome because I'll retweet you. I don't have time to type it, but if you can, I'll definitely retweet that because that's
Yeah,
some good
definitely.
information to get out to our viewers. Are we sending out an app alert on that? Do you know? Are they going to?
Let's check in with the assignment
I
expert.
wonder. They may.
Hey.
Yeah.
What are you working on with
I'm curious to know if we're gonna.
the crash on 85 northbound right now? Did you send out an app alert?
No, we haven't sent out an upload at this time that I'm aware of.
All right, we're still working on getting some more details, I think, before they send that out.
Yeah, we're waiting to hear back from them.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we can tell the ground truth for the news business is the cameras on the interstate that tell you that you've got lanes blocked on Interstate 85 at northbound 63, and you want to pass that word along to people you know. You can also use the share buttons here to share out and tell people, hey, I'm in this freecast with Christy and Amy and Vanessa, and they're just reporting about this big crash on 85 that is messing up traffic. It may not be a big crash. All it takes is a little crash to mess up 85, as we all know. But we've got some kind of a crash situation that our crews are investigating and that is tying up traffic that you would want to tell other people about. So use your share button.
Yeah, and we'll definitely get an update for you on Twitter, too.
Right now. I think it's spinning on you again. Everybody's spinning at the moment. I don't know. I probably will start spinning at any moment. So hang on, people. I don't know why we do that. I think it's the internet speed that we have here. Unfortunately, it's a little slow, and it can slow down the. We're sending out a lot of video, as you can imagine, 3 different channels of video, and it can slow things down. I'm going to refresh my screen.
And there's no way to.
Whoops. Hi, I'm back.
Christy's here. Oh, there's
Sometimes
Amy.
it feels
Okay.
good just to refresh yourself. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Roads are white in the Cedar Springs, Roebuck area. Sticking in Carlisle, heavy snow. Lake Bowen has about an inch, everything covered.
Christine is saying in Seneca they're seeing small breaks in the snow action, waiting for it to start back up.
Sounds good? Sounds about right.
Anything else going on up there, Vanessa?
Not a lot. They're just trying to work on to get some more information on a few things that they're working on, but I think they sent a crew out there to check it out in person, so we'll see what they can tell us, from the actual.
Absolutely. We're seeing from the Bob Jones Wade Hampton area, one of our viewers has sent us a picture. Oh, this is from Facebook. Did this work, Becky, to get a Facebook picture? Well, we've got a Facebook picture from the Wade Hampton Bob Jones area with a porch that has some snow piling up. We've also got this video here Becky's found us of their dog. Is this a dog, Sammy? This is Marianne Thompson Barnes' dog, who likes to watch the snowfall. That is too cute. I wonder if this dog likes to watch TV too, because we need you. We need all our 7 on Your Side viewers.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Her hats, they're awesome as well. So come on and join us on television. Now you guys know, of course, we're going to be spreecasting and continuing on behind the scenes of our 10 and 11 o'clock shows, but we will have this spreecast going. We'll have news at 10, news at 11, and I'm planning to stay on the spreecast at least till midnight, depending on what's going on. If it's crazy, hopefully everyone's going to sleep so they can get up early and play in the snow, and we'll all end at midnight. But if it's crazy for some reason, we'll stick around for a little longer. So just stay tuned on that. But we will have newscasts at 10 and 11. And Christy is doing frequent cut-ins on television right now. So in 5 minutes, she's going to be on TV on Channel 7 giving you sort of an update. You'll get to see all the graphics that you don't get to see here when you chit-chat with her behind the scenes.
That's right.
All right, no snow in Lawrence now, says Jean Patterson. Boo, fix that, Christy. And Christy would if she could, let me just say. She likes to make people happy with the snow. Those that
That's
won't.
right.
And for those that don't, she apologizes profusely, but there's not a thing she can do.
Yeah, believe me, if I made the weather, I'd make it exactly like I said. But we'll see how all this plays out. We are watching that rain snow line though, and it has turned back to rain, so now we've got confirmation of that. So I appreciate Mrs. Patterson letting us know about that. And again, that rain snow line could sing south again, so you might see a changeover back over to snow a
And
little
then
later
look
on
at
this
this, Kevin
evening.
Bell saying the Furman Cherrydale area, there seems to be a little break in the snow there too at the moment, and that's Kevin Bell's place in Furman Cherrydale in the Greenville zone.
Yes, I can.
Anyway,
I've got a breakaway.
breakaway.
All right, I'm here, Jesse.
We can watch you. It'll be awesome. We'll watch Christy do her live thing, and I'll probably whisper during this part. And we'll keep showing some weather pictures, and I'll try to not be too loud because she's going to need to concentrate on what she's up to.
Okay, great. I'm going to read that first and then do the weather part.
It's Christy Henderson up in the top box, and she's getting ready to do a live cut-in on Channel 7. So turn on your TV. You can watch everything. Have your laptop open, watch the television. That's what we do. We love the multiple screen TV experience. It's kind of cool. And again, we're going to stay with you guys to talk over the snow.
Again, we're not
Real-time information of what's happening, where you are. It helps Christy. And we really, really love having you with us. But during the shows, it's harder for us to talk to you like we're doing right now. But we can in the commercial breaks at 10 and 11. And we'll just kind of keep a handle on it. I'll have on my iPad, I will tune in this recap. I'll be able to chat. And I'll have the camera kind of away over near our cameras so that it won't distract the show.
Yeah, is,
Oh, I do too. I think it's awesome. I think it's where TV's going, right? Isn't this where TV's going? I think it is. Okay, well, no problem. We will be here for 3 more hours. So drop on by. Vanessa, where's your dog?
Oh gosh, let me go get him. He's probably taking a
Okay.
nap. Hold on.
We have time right now. We're going to show Vanessa's dog. She's probably going to take him out in the snow later and let us see him playing in the snow. But she was outside when we first started this weekend. One thing I want to play for you while she's getting her dog. Wait, let's see. Is the dog almost here? Because if the dog's almost here, I'll wait till. Let's do that. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. You kill me? I don't know where she's keeping him. She might be keeping him in the news conference room. Maybe in the boss's office. Oh, here he comes. Look! This is the cutest.
He is the star of the newsroom. He's been making his rounds throughout the whole station here, just kind of brightening everyone's day. Like, hey, don't be stressed out. I'm
Introduce
here.
your dog to everyone.
Look at his
He's our
face.
mascot.
This is Leo, and he is our Channel 7 mascot.
He's our
Look at
storm
this face.
pup.
It's adorable. He's got his coat on because it's very cold
Maybe we should create a
outside.
hashtag. We
They
should
should
create a
be saying
hashtag
more.
called Storm Pup. He's our storm pup.
Yeah.
Storm
Hashtag.
pup. Leo or hashtag 7Leo or something. But yeah, so Leo is with us, and later you have to take him out and play with him in the snow and get us some video or something because that'll be fun to show. But
Oh, yeah.
Vanessa's kind of
He definitely can't walk
bless
well.
his heart.
Okay.
Yeah, especially as it gets deeper. We'll know how deep it is, how Leo's doing in the snow.
Oh yeah, right. Have you seen those videos where they put the dog out and he just
It
kind of
seems really
sits in?
cruel.
That would be Leo.
Sometimes it seems cruel. Some of those videos I don't know about.
Okay.
All right, so anybody, if you
I
have a
know.
question for Christy you want to ask, there's a button here for questions.
All right, I'm reading that
You
verbatim.
can submit the question, and then when she comes back after this cut in on television, we can, tackle those questions. I want to show you something that I don't think most people realize happens at Channel 7. Check this out. This is a YouTube video I shot a little bit earlier. You have to play it yourself. Those of you on mobile can't see the videos, and I'm sorry. But this is a really cool video about what our station does to stay on the air. Watch this.
Happening now, we're following a winter storm that's blasting parts of the upstate. This is a live look at I-85 near Highway 290 in Spartanburg County. You can see a crash has taken place. It's causing a big traffic mess on the snowy roads. And we are seeing lots of snow building along the time. This is a part of the major winter storm that's slamming the southeast, dumping snow across our area, at least parts of it. Take a look at this new video just in from downtown Greenville. You see the snow falling there. And we also have some video from Clemson University. It was really coming down there, starting to accumulate in grassy surfaces especially. And in Spartanburg, many of you are seeing some wintry scenes like this. It's collecting on the grass, on the cars. The temperature, we've been tracking very carefully because that's been just above freezing. That should change a little later on tonight. And then we have a live look for you of Biltmore Park. You can see the snow is really coming down there. There's a chance of some higher accumulations where temperatures have been below freezing all evening long. And of course, the road conditions will continue to deteriorate as well. We're going to continue team coverage of the winter storm tonight. Here's a look at what's going on. We've got plenty of snow falling in our mountain zone, also along the north of I-85. The rain snow line has been kind of moving northward and southward over the past hour. In Lawrence, the city of Lawrence, we have some snow now changing back over to rain. I think what's going to happen though later on tonight is that snow line is going to sink farther to the south. People that had snow and are now seeing rain are going to see a changeover again back to snow. The Greenwood zone has the least opportunity to see the snow. Right now it's rain. They saw a little snow earlier. I think the chances are very low that you're going to see any decent accumulations. And right now it's 35 degrees in Greenwood, so the temperature is holding there. It's 34 in Lawrence, 33 degrees there in Greenville, but it's 29 in Brevard and 30 degrees in Asheville. And so we'll see those temperatures drop another few degrees to get us to or below freezing along and north of 85. That's the best chance of that, and that's the best chance of the highest impact from this winter storm. Of course, we'll have continuing team coverage of this winter storm tonight at 10 and 11. Wake up early with 7 on your side at daybreak tomorrow morning, starting at 4. Also, download our 24/7 weather app for your smartphone. You can get weather alerts sent straight to your smartphone or tablet. Plus, track live radar and check conditions where you are. We'll be back in another hour with another update on what's going on.
All right, so Christy is just showing. I was going to try to get a picture, and there it is. Can they leave that up for a second? Can they leave that that accident up?
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Russ, can you leave that picture up? Amy wants to get a picture of it. Yeah.
All right.
Here we are.
Hang on, guys, I'll be right back.
All right.
Hey.
Thank you about this accident because I had no picture to send with it. I wanted to give folks a picture. So hang on, get my earpiece back. Wait 1 second, guys. All right, so we are back. I hope that that's not a serious crash because you hate to see that start to happen. You know, this is the reason people should just stay off.
Yeah.
So it's a 24/7
That's not good.
weather.
Many more notifications throughout the evening.
Weather alert, and it's going to. Christy, that was pretty interesting to be able to see that accident in full color. It's one thing when we see it on the black and white, but when we can really see it. It looks a little
Yeah.
different. It's accident.
Yeah.
Northbound,
Let me check to see. I can
85.
go to the Weather Services website and see how much they are reporting there at the airport.
63.
Because that's only a few miles away from exit 63.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be good to know. Yeah, that's very close. You're right. That's a good idea. Okay, so we've got more pictures coming in. Jenna Traum earlier had shown us what the DOT was doing. So, you know, you see an accident happening. They've been out there actually spreading the brine and doing what they can to protect the roads and make them as manageable as possible. You know, and so that's something that we're appreciative of and thankful for. We're also hoping, by the way, the South Carolina Emergency Management Division, their director usually pops into our Spreecast. He's hoping to join us at some point. I've lost Vanessa here. I'll pull her out and pull her back in. But he's hoping to join us at some point. So if we see him, Becky, keep an eye out for Derek Becker. He should be coming in at some point. I just don't know when. He's going to have to play it by ear.
Amy, you talked about the breeze. I'm looking at the current observation from the airport, and it's picked up just a bit. It's blowing to about 10 miles per hour. Visibility is reduced down to 1.5 miles, and so it's very murky out there with the snow coming down. And in the last hour, they reported 1/1100ths of an inch of water equivalent. So you figure this is a really wet snow, probably 1 inch of rain equals 5 inches of snow. So you're looking at a 1/2 inch of snow in the last hour falling at the airport if it's to that ratio.
Kevin Bell was on the roads earlier, and he said he noticed a lot of people that were just driving too fast for conditions. And the best driving you could do right now is to not drive. But if you are going to have to drive, you know, we've posted some things on WSPA.com, and you can look at our storm coverage. There's a lot of links there to teach you how to drive in a snow situation if you are one of those few professional people who has to get out there and get somewhere to a hospital or something like that. But going slow is like the most critical factor, right? I mean, going super slow, like ridiculously slow.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you an example. One year, and it was only with a couple of inches of snow, I did drive home after the midnight show, and it took me a trip that normally takes 15, 20 minutes, took like almost 1 hour and 15 minutes. I mean, that's how slow you have to go.
Yeah, it's not worth your life, you know, to risk going too fast because you don't know. And especially in this case where the temperature is hovering just above freezing, just the same, the visibility is reduced. You get a decent snow shower that, you know, can cause an accident. It's like a domino effect, a chain reaction, and it can cause a lot of issues like we're seeing tonight.
Then Wolfie jokes and says, you know, now sledding is another matter. You need to go as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
On the opposite end there. And the temperature at GSP is still 33, so we've been at 33 for the last 2 hours.
Here's a picture from WSPA's Facebook. Megan Good Miller has shared this shot of the apartments and the flurries in the air and the snow starting to accumulate there. We appreciate that. And we've got this picture, me and my crew over at the Taco Bell. I guess, are they open or closed? I wonder. Oh, they're still there. They're still working. I bet you that changes as the customers stop coming in. I talked to the guys at my grocery store. I won't say the brand, but I was at a grocery store this morning getting my few little things. No bread, no milk. Whoa, something went on in sports that was exciting. I don't know what. What happened in sports? I don't know. But they were saying that they last snowstorm were there 4 hours after the last customer came in. That they still were kind of staying open just in case for people. But they said the last customer came in 4 hours before they finally got to go home. So they were like, I hope I get to go home
Wow.
sooner, you know.
That is good customer service, though. You know what I mean?
Need them, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Matthew. All right, so we are going to be here on and off. Well, we'll be here on. Christy will take a little time on and off because she's got to do some TV and get some things ready for the late news. But we'll be here kind of taking your questions, looking at your storm reports and your information. And if anybody wants to go on their webcam, if anybody wants to take us out to show us the snow at your house, you can hit the camera button, and we'd love to see it. We'd love to see you protectively, carefully go out in the snow with your laptop, with maybe I don't know how you do that, an umbrella and a laptop, and go outside and show us what's going on. Yeah. You have to be coordinated.
Y'all want another radar update? Okay, let's take a look. Let me take you over here. Yep. Okay. Once again, this is nowcasting that we do. All right. We're looking at what's going on. We've made the forecast, and now we are seeing how the atmosphere, if it's going to work out with what we were thinking would happen, or if it's going to be different. The highest impact of the storm along 85 points north. South of 85, we still have some snow coming down, but I've been watching this line. This is the rain-snow line right here. Now, if you were with me a few minutes ago, I pointed this out, but this kind of tells the story. Watch the city of Lawrence. Okay, first nothing, rain, snow, rain, and now it's trying to snow again there. Watch Union. Rain, snow, rain's trying to creep up from the south. And if we watch Anderson, you notice some greens trying to show up there. And so what's happening is this area of low pressure is passing down to the south, and it's helping to bring in just enough warm air to change the snow back over to rain. And that trend, that line may creep a little farther to the north, but I don't think it's going to get to 85. And in fact, I think in a couple of hours, we'll start to see some of the colder air working back in. So any moisture left over may sweep across Anderson and Lawrence County as some snow. Let's take a look at, I want to look at the scope of this whole thing. I'm going to back out here so we can see the back edge of the action. Okay. And we still have snow coming down. Your upper level energy is right here. And also, it's probably hard to see. It's a counterclockwise swirl over the northwestern part of Alabama. And so that's still coming. So we've got snow falling from the upstate all the way back in towards Huntsville, Alabama. And we still have several hours of it. Was it 9 o'clock? 11, 12. We have another 4 hours, I think, of some snow coming down. And for that rain-snow line to adjust, I do think that the Greenwood zone is going to miss out on a big chunk of the snow because we're using up the time with rain right now. Same for Lawrence. So we'll have a more limited possibility to get some accumulations. But along and north of 85, that line's going to stay south of 85, and that's where you're going to have the better chance of those higher accumulations that we talked about.
Christy, Scott Youngblood is saying, is that little pocket of green the Anderson area? Because he feels like he's not seeing significant snow there yet. What about Anderson? She's taking a closer look for you. Oh, look at this. We've got all the live cams up here, too.
In Anderson? Yeah, see, that's trying to change over to rain right now, too. So, we've had some snow around there, but that's trying to change over to rain. There's a pocket also up into Stevens County near Toccoa. So there's obviously, some things going on in the atmosphere that's causing that rain-snow line to move north a little bit. But I think for the most part, it's going to stay well south of 85.
Check out Fort McHenry. That's the airport right here. See why the flights are not coming in.
Yeah, it's coming down at the airport. And like I said, the ratio of the snow is probably 1 inch of snow equals, 1 inch of rain equals 5 inches of snow. Usually it's 1 to 10 ratio for a drier snow. But for this one, it's got so much moisture in, it's probably 1 to 5. And they had 11/100ths of an inch of water equivalent reported last hour. And so
Okay, just
Wood, Elberton, they're looking at mainly rain. And then up into our mountain zone, we still have some snow coming down there too. And that's where it's below freezing, so that's where it's going to stick. stick faster.
All right, we've got an update from Kevin. He's saying the lull is over. There's moderate snow falling once again in the Furman Cherrydale area. Somebody wants to dig a tunnel to, Wolfie wants to dig a tunnel to Waffle House.
What about Pickens or Easley? What are y'all seeing in Pickens or Easley? Is it heavy snow or is it light snow? Looks like it should be on the heavier side.
Yeah, it would be interesting to get some of that ground truth that Christy's looking for. Let's also check in now. Let me go on back down here, make sure I'm not missing any questions that you guys are posting down toward the bottom. Oh, we've got in Gray Court from D. Spencer, sleet and rain in Gray Court. Woohoo!
At least you get something, right?
We've got Andy asking about the 1 to 2 inches. Is that still possible for him? Where are you again, Andy? I don't remember where Andy is, if he was down in the Greenwood zone or the Lawrence zone. I'm not sure, I don't remember. But we've got Dylan, our intern, who's saying that it's coming down pretty hard in Rutherford 10. And you weren't with us, Christy, when he was asking, do you think he'll be able to get to his internship here at Channel 7 tomorrow? He was wondering from Rutherford 10 how that would be.
What time does he usually come in? If it's in the morning, he might want to wait. Dylan, you have an afternoon assignment today.
Yeah, we'll keep our interns safe.
Hey, Donald.
Okay, and then we've got Mason Miller. Mason, what town are you in? Oh, Andy's from Simpsonville. Okay. The snow is coming down with a hint of ice at Mason's location in Blacksburg. Awesome. Nice to have you with us, and I'll tell Christy that when she gets back. She's talking to our late shows about what we're going to do and where we're putting our crews based on the weather situation. So stand by for news. We'll get you an answer here in just a second. We do thank you all for joining us. You can join us at 10 o'clock on television. We'll have a newscast that you can watch and still stream behind the scenes so you get the two-screen experience. We also will have a newscast at 11 o'clock on Channel 7. So the 10 o'clock's on the CW, the 11 is on Channel 7. Hang on, Mason. We'll get you an answer here in just a second. We're also just kind of continuously looking to feature your questions and your submissions here, like in terms of the question. Changing from snow to sleet in her area. This is Christine. It's going to keep changing during that, or will it eventually become all snow? It's supposed to. It's going to be getting colder, so that would give you the chance for more snow as we go through this. And as Christy said just minutes ago, we're expecting 4 more hours plus of this.
Those are good bets too. I think that. Let's see.
Looking for some other things.
It'll be lighter, but it will be snow, and they'll have good pictures as far as accumulation goes. Yeah.
Right, so Andy was from Simpsonville, and he was asking, will they still get maybe 1 to 2 inches in their zone? What do you think?
Yeah, I think that I think you have a decent chance to get a couple to several inches of snow, because remember, this goes all the way back into northern Alabama. And I would say until 1 or 2 in the morning, we're going to have some snow around. And the overall trend is for everything to cool down. And so if you are near 85, even if you're just a little farther to the south of 85, you have the potential to pick up at least a couple of inches of snow.
Mason Miller is from Blacksburg area, and he is saying that they're seeing snow with a hint of ice. And he's just wondering about that. Is that kind of what they should anticipate, and will that change over? What do you think?
Yeah, Blacksburg's it should continue like it is. I don't see many changes there. So it should be mainly snow across that area. Anywhere north of 85 is primarily should be falling primarily in the form of snow. That's the reports we're getting for the most part, anyway.
All right, now, you know that with a state of emergency, the National Guard can be activated and technically is ready to go. And this is the National Guard's post with the South Carolina Emergency Management Division saying, snow in Greenville, thanks to the South Carolina Department of Public Safety. Everyone out there working tonight, we're ready if needed. So you can see the Guard actually has stuff on their Humvees and other vehicles there. I'm no military expert, but we're looking at some cool military vehicles there that have snow accumulating on them, but they are ready to go and help out if there becomes any kind of necessity for that. So that's why the governor actually creates the state of emergency, so she can get those resources that she would otherwise not be able to have activated. So it's a good positioning thing for the state as far as being ready to respond when you start, I think last time they did have to activate the National Guard in Gaffney to get people off of the interstate there in Cherokee County, because they just couldn't get, with the rescue crews they had, they couldn't get all those people. There were so many people stuck in vehicles on the side of the road. So no,
that's
not
not good at all.
All right, Michael Burns is sharing a picture of just a variety of things, including a little snow measuring. Chrissy, can you see the measurement there? Some of the heaviest snowfall.
Oh yeah, where's that?
Greenville weather, upstate weather. He says near Greer. Mike near Greer is his name on Twitter. So
Hey, Mike. Wonder how much I can't see. Is that?
I don't know.
I can't see the whole picture.
I'm not sure. I really.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
see
all
if I
right.
can pull it
It's a
up
good
the whole
picture, though.
thing. No, it doesn't want to populate individually. That's the thing. Twitter has this new thing where you can put. Oh wait, no, I can get it now. Wait, hold on. No, I can't really see it. You can put a couple of pictures up, but it's harder for us to actually consume them, which is difficult in this kind of situation. But very cool, and thank you so much for sharing your pictures. And for our team here, Becky Pittman has been finding all this stuff for us on Twitter, and we appreciate that. Joseph in Boiling Springs, he's out there with the snow. I think he's built 1, 2, 3 little snowmen, like 3 little piggies.
That's
Only
cute.
3 little snowmen. There you go. Looks like almost an inch in the full picture. Okay, Vanessa was able to pull it up. Thank you, Vanessa, for that. So almost an
is
inch.
okay.
Does that sound?
Yep. That fits. That fits exactly with what the airport's reporting. He's in Greer, so far about an inch in Greer.
We've got the South Carolina DOT shed, a picture taken by Sylvie Paris. Thank you for that. You can see that those folks, it looks almost empty, and it should be, right? Because they're probably out on the road doing something right now.
Yeah.
But that's where they keep, like, I guess, the salt and sand and stuff like that. Avalon Apartments in Greenville, there's another parking lot full of cars that are covering up with snow. That's the bummer, when you don't have a garage, you do have to do the hard work in a snowstorm, and we all here at Channel 7 have our cars out in the parking lot. We'll be scraping and brushing and doing whatever we can. And I may have to borrow, I said it on TV, I may have to borrow Tom Crabtree's grandpa's shovel to shovel myself out if we get any significant.
Whatever works. Hey, at least it's not all that ice we had last week. That was
Here's
awful.
a look at Welford, Christy. That's a good looking picture.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Good little covering.
That is covering the ground. Still coming down.
And then as you track the snow, there's the dog. The dog, Vanessa's dog, Leo. He's up in the newsroom keeping track of the weather situation, following.
He's posting the latest on
I think he's probably
Facebook.
posting Twitter updates at this point. He's hilarious and cute. And so there's Leo, the Channel 7 mascot for the storm dog, storm pup. We've got Emily Rawson on Twitter and her friend. They are having a good time out in the snow. A lot of young people. We know Laura Thomas was covering and is continuing to cover the Clemson University situation. She was at the Social Media Listening Center. She was out in the elements, and she had been talking to Clemson students. And it's these young people that are having probably the biggest blast. I saw someone up in the Asheville area say they were going out night sledding. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds fun, sledding at night. And I said, make sure you send us pictures, because that would be fun. But a lot of young people are headed out with their friends to have some fun, knowing they don't have class tomorrow. It's always a nice break for the older kids, too. Emma is having fun. The little kids are loving it. Can you imagine the excitement and how hard it is for moms and dads to get them to go to bed?
Oh yeah.
No, not now.
That's
Go
right.
to bed. We'll do it tomorrow.
That's right. This is the prime time for snow and kids.
No, there
That's
will
right.
be things to play in the morning, right? It's going to get cold enough where this is going to.
Yep.
If you got some now, it's going to stick around and you'll be able to play tomorrow. So tell the kids, moms and dads, bring them around the Spreecast, and we'll tell them they need to go to bed so they can have lots of energy to play tomorrow morning. Good time to do that. We've got this from Studio 62. Vanessa has shared this picture that she found from Facebook, and it's a great-looking snow picture there. That's probably toward the beginning when the sun was just setting. We're just getting those early accumulations. Fred McCormick, this is a great picture. Vanessa, do you know where this one is taken? I wonder where this one is, because that's pretty interesting, and it looks like it's this evening. This is a time-lapse of the snow? Oh, did I miss the time-lapse of the snow? I apologize if I did. Oh, the Studio 62 picture. So sorry. I would have put that back up. Was it a playable? I didn't notice. Oh, that's from Black Mountain, Christy.
Oh wow.
They're starting to see some mess on the roads. Now, here's my question.
Yeah.
Christy. When that stuff right there, it's that tire tracks have gone through it. It's slushy. It looks harmless at this moment in the temperatures we have. But when they dip 32 and below around, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, Black Mountain, they're already below freezing, so that actually should freeze pretty
That's
quickly.
That's going to be a mess for us to
Yeah.
drive on. So in the morning it could be still dicey. But you're thinking though, as the temperatures rise tomorrow, we may be able to get out and about a little bit during the daytime.
Yeah, you will. Because we're just going to start out just below freezing. And so even though we'll probably have a lot of cloud cover early in the day, the sun's radiation gets through the clouds anyway. Some of it's reflected, some of it's absorbed in the cloud, and some of it's transmitted through the cloud. And that radiation that's transmitted through the cloud kind of works on the ice, and it makes it slush. So I think people will be able to get around okay. Look at that
Yeah, we
picture.
wanted to remind you, this is a serious situation on Interstate 85. We don't know the seriousnness of the crash, but as far as traffic goes, it is creating a major headache this evening. People are backed up for miles, and this is the northbound lanes of I-85. Excuse me, I'm going to have a little coughing attack. Northbound lanes of I-85. This is mile marker 63. This is the Duncan area. So keep that in mind. If you know anyone traveling, you really should tell them don't. But this would be an area to really steer clear of and stay out of the way.
And that's a northbound lane?
Yeah, northbound, and I think there's 2 lanes impacted at last report. I don't know if we've got an update on that. Maybe Vanessa, can we pull you in? Are you ready to? It looks, she's watching all the cameras. She says it still looks pretty backed up. I'm looking, I don't have those up. We just have snow, which is beautiful, and I'd rather see that anyway. We've got snow behind me. I don't know if you're able to enjoy that in the background, but it's just snow is falling all over the place. Christy, in terms of what people should or shouldn't be doing to handle the snow and any dangers, I mean, we talked about earlier that this doesn't seem like it'll be a big power line takedown event. Is there anything that could change that? Like if it gets really cold or the stuff, all this wet snow freezes on branches, I mean, does that make a difference? Okay.
Probably not. Probably not, because I just don't think it would adhere to the branches and power lines like it would if it was freezing rain. So if we got a lot of the heavy wet snow, which, you know, some areas are going to end up with a lot of that, then that will weigh down the trees and cause some power outages. But I think what you're describing is probably less likely to happen. So good news there. We don't want to lose power. Too many people had that happen not too long ago.
All right, well, we just got a picture posted. I don't know if you guys have already put this in. I was going to put it in if you didn't, of Jason, our meteorologist. He's in the passenger seat of a vehicle. I think this is the Greer area. He just posted this.
Highway 14, I think.
Yeah, and it looks kind of dicey. He was telling me earlier I should not try to drive home, which I pretty much have convinced myself I won't do. But this picture is kind of convincing me even more. So take a look at this. This is a picture from Jason of the highway there. This is in Greer. So that does not look like something you want to really drive on, does it? Can you see it yet?
No.
Have I not gotten it up? Okay.
I don't see it on mine.
Here we go. Putting it on air. Is it there? I'm going to put it on air again. There it is. It's being stubborn. But you can see the snow coming down. We talked about how it can impact vision.
Oh, yeah.
And then it just looks like the road is kind of snow covered, doesn't it?
Yep,
And
sure
that's
does.
probably a highway. I don't think that's some back road. I think this is a highway. So that is concerning.
Yeah, those are decent snow rates. You see that picture of the Biltmore Park?
Mhm.
Biltmore Park. Yeah, it's coming down in a lot of areas, and it's just rain in others. Well, they've got the website behind me now. Let's do another radar check.
Okay. Here's a background too, by the way, of a playground in somebody's backyard, all snow covered up. This is probably the Greenville area because that's Robert Stroud, I think. Go ahead, Christy.
All right, so let's watch that rain snow line. Yeah, it's creeping back north again. I thought it was going to hold steady. It's going north again, just north of Lawrence, up towards Union, back into Anderson County, which leaves Greenwood in all rain, Abbeville in all rain. Again, it's still snowing at the airport in Greer, and we're getting reports of snow and some sleet as well up towards the Welford area. Downtown Spartanburg and Gaffney most likely still getting some snow, and then that continues up towards Asheville and Brevard. So I guess no big change as far as the rain snow line goes, which is good and bad. It's good because it kind of stabilizes things for now, but it's bad because the people that want snow are getting rain. So we've got to watch to see as that line starts to creep southward again later tonight, how much moisture is left over to deliver on some of the snow.
Here's a picture too. Somebody shared it. 85. Someone on Twitter just shared it. It's not a fun place to be. There aren't many people on it.
Oh yeah.
And we're early in. We still have how many hours to go, Christy? Probably 3 hours of snow.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. 4 or 5 hours we have the chance for some snow.
I'm going to get back down to our pictures because we have got a ton. You guys are finding awesome pictures. I already did this one, so let's take that one out. We've got Tyler J. McCall on Twitter. This is the Asheville area. He's seeing some good snow there in his neighborhood. Look at that snow-covered pretty side street. It looks beautiful, but again, you don't want to drive in it if you can avoid it. We've also got this. This is in the Boiling Springs area. Becky, thank you for that picture. That's awesome. And we've got Jennifer Robinson, who is one of our team members, and she's taken some pictures of the footprints in the snow. Great picture there. And we've also got, we already did Emily and them. We've got seeing, since 5:15, David's been seeing snow, so that's kind of good in the Greenwood area. Great to know that. We've also got around 8:30 tonight, a picture in Spartanburg. You can see it. Those look like pet tracks. Pet tracks
Yeah.
versus footprints in the snow.
What kind of wildlife is there? I'm not here.
Yeah, it could be. That's right.
Nah, probably not walking on the
You never
sidewalk.
know. The deer these days.
Well,
Walking right
that's
up to your
true.
front
Yeah, they
door
go into
saying,
grocery
"Feed me."
stores and everything else.
It's kind of sad. We wish the deer wouldn't walk up to our patios, but they do. 3 inches in Forest City. Does that sound accurate?
Yep.
Wow.
Accurate.
So Forest City is doing well with their snow totals. Nice picture there. And we've got the children playing revenge. LOL. Check this out. This is the little "I'm gonna get you." He doesn't see that one coming.
Oh,
He
look
doesn't
at
see
that.
one coming, does he?
Nope. It's about to get him.
Walloped.
That's funny.
That's awesome.
How much fun is that? And this is the good snowball fight type snow.
We've got Andrew on Twitter, and where is he? Andrew Wingreen. Where is this? Because that looks like a mess. Vanessa would know. I don't know if Vanessa's still with us in the room or if she's working on some new information, but that looks terrible. Doesn't that? That looks like a snow-packed highway. Doesn't that look bad?
Wow.
That's Highway 25 south between Hendersonville and Greenville, South Carolina. Thank you, Vanessa. That looks like a mess. Wow. That does not look like you want to be on the roads. Yeah, Dylan may not want to be coming to Channel 7 tomorrow. I'm just saying. We love you, Dylan.
Yeah,
but
it
may
could
want
be
to stay
dangerous in the
home.
morning.
We've got Lynn, Lynn is in North Carolina in Polk County. That's beautiful. Birdhouse,
Oh, wow.
big fat snowflakes. You know, if you could stay home and you don't have to go anywhere, for a day, it's not so bad. And hopefully, What do you think? By Friday, we should start to really be in good shape, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think Friday morning, any leftovers, we're going to have to worry about the black ice. I don't know how widespread it's going to be because it depends on how much we get overall. But during the day on Friday, we'll see a bigger warm up. And so I think we'll get rid of any lingering issues during the day on Friday.
All right, if anyone has any specific questions for Christy about what you're seeing at your place, or if you want to give her a specific report about what you're seeing, that would be awesome. Let's see. Should the kids stay up to play in it overnight, or will it hang around for them to play in it tomorrow? That's a great question coming from one of our chatters here. This is Jason Bishop who's asking. Jason, thank you for being here and thanks for asking. And we kind of dealt with that earlier, but really, I guess that is a key question. Will there be stuff to play with in the morning? Does it depend where you are, Christy, a little bit?
Yeah, it does because, and that's what I was going to ask, is where is he? Because if you're north of 85, much better chance of that. If you're south of 85, the snow that you see tonight may turn to slush, if temperatures stay above freezing, and then there's some left over in the morning, but it's not that fluffy white blanket that people like to get out in. I've got a report of 3 inches of snow in Tryon, still coming down. And then,
What do you mean?
okay, some disappointed people that are getting rain right now. We knew there was going to be a rain-snow line. South of the line, you don't end up with much. North of the line, you get, the snow. That rain-snow line will be shifting, though, even though it's been able to creep northward and change the snow back over to rain. I think that line is going to move south.
Yep. We're going to refresh Christy because she's spinning. Meantime, I'm going to deliver a message to Christy, which she can't hear through the Spreecast, but she can hear in the room. That we are not simulcasting at 10 on CW, and yeah, we're not. I don't know. But anyway, just so we both know that. They want us to know that. The snow has picked up. It's coming down even heavier than before now in Blacksburg. We're going to wait and see. Here's Christy. She's back. And sometimes what happens, our computers refresh, and we have to kind of give it a moment. And so that's kind of the joy of doing real-time reporting, is it's not perfect. And thank you for bearing with us, because we appreciate y'all being here, and it's fun to get to talk to you and exchange information during the storm. Go ahead, Christy.
I can't remember the question you
we
asked
were
me,
asking about the
actually.
kids playing overnight and where you are. And
Oh, that's right.
He answered, but are there specific areas where, hey, you better, if you're in this area, play tonight, because it may not be there in the morning?
Yeah, I'd say, gosh, I'd say south of 85, because it looks like that rain is trying to creep northward. It should stay, overall, the rain snow line should stay to the south of 85. So if you live north of 85, then the chances are much better that the snow is going to stick around for the morning, and that you'll end up with more snow overall anyway.
Does that make sense? I think it made sense to me. Hopefully that answered everyone's concern and question. And if you didn't get that, we can repeat it for you. But if you have any more questions about that, ask Christy, because she's happy to answer. We also have had, updates from the South Carolina Emergency Management Division. They've been posting on Facebook and Twitter. We have people like Gene Patterson saying that the snow lovers are in Lawrence, but they are frustrated. Let's see. They may have to go play in the snow in Greenville.
Who said that?
Whose snow lovers are leaving Lawrence to play in the snow in Greenville. The roads, though.
Yeah, you might. I mean, yeah, the better snow I think is going to be north. Just looking at what I'm looking at now. Now we still have several hours of opportunity, but again, the longer you stay in the rain, the lower the totals are going to be.
Question about the radar. Good question. Is the yellow on the radar heavy precipitation? Or what? Maybe explain, like, what are we looking at?
The yellow on the radar, in this case in southern Greenville County, is actually very wet snowflakes mixed with rain. The wet snowflakes have a larger surface area than a normal raindrop, and so it is more reflective of the radar energy. It sends out a signal and then it listens. And so if it's very reflective, it comes back as a louder return, and it will paint it as a brighter color. And so it's most likely wet snow combined with some rain. So maybe a rain-snow mix down towards Simpsonville, Malden, close to Gray Court, probably not Gray Court, Hickory Tavern area, northern part of Lawrence County there. But I think for Greenwood, Abbeville, and Lawrence, looks like you're going to be in the rain for a little while. I don't see the snow line making a run for the south right now.
All right, I've got up on the top the link to the South Carolina Emergency Management Division's downloadable storm guide for winter weather. They have a whole brochure that you can use to update yourself on all the precautions and all the information you might need in this kind of winter weather event. She's talked to our boss, so she'll be back in a second. But if you want that link, it's right there. It's a downloadable PDF that you can literally print out on your computer at home and have. You can also go to Walgreens stores. Apparently they carry them, so you can actually pick them up. They may be out of them at this point because of the storm situations we've had, but generally they will have them, and that's a place you can go to get one. You have about 3 inches on the ground here. There may be at best an inch. So you're mad. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Be patient. And remember, there are about 5 hours of snow to come, or chances for snow to come. It may not come down constantly, but the chances for snow are in this next while. Let's see. I'm checking. One thing you can do, because we have been talking about the road situation and danger on the roads, and this accident on 85 that is tying things up at the 63-mile marker. If you're just joining us, the northbound lanes near Duncan, a couple of them are blocked. There's been backups there, and there's some kind of an accident. Our crews are looking into it. But you can check live cameras, okay, on our website anytime you'd like through WSPA.com. You'll see there, you get some traffic information, but then on the right-hand side, there are cameras, little links to cameras all the way down the right side of the page. So you can pull up whatever. You can look right now at the accident scene that we've been talking about at mile marker 63. You can look at the 385 interchange over there in Greenville that's always crazy, or Pelham Road. I mean, so all those are options for you if you need to check road conditions, especially maybe not at this moment. Hopefully you're planning to stay home tonight, but in the morning you may be thinking, gosh, I need to check the roads. That link right there is a ticket for you to get information that you need. So check that out. Hey, Christy. Everything okay?
Hey. Oh yeah, everything's fine. We're just kind of watching the trend on the radar and everything. Trying to figure out where that rain snow line is going to go. I'm looking at a live picture of the airport at Greer, and it's still coming down there. So along north of 85, it's snow. South of 85, it's rain for now. So I've got to, matter of fact, I got to head out for a few minutes
No
and
problem.
kind of look at the latest stuff. So I'll be getting
I'm
some
going
new
to try to
information.
pull in.
Hopefully it's good
Yeah.
news.
Well, if you have questions,
The weather's going to do it. The weather's going to
when
do
you take a
sometimes.
break, it's a good opportunity for people to submit their questions so that when Christy comes back, we can kind of pile those up and go through a few of the questions for her. We'll also continue to share your information. We've got a lot of pictures that have been coming in. Becky Pittman and Vanessa have been looking crazy over all the, oh, look at this one. This is beautiful. This is a picture of some jaybirds that were in the snow in the trees. It's a gorgeous picture. Did you take that picture, Becky? That's a gorgeous picture. I love that. We've also got this photograph. This is in Waynesville of the snow kind of piling up. This is from Amber Westmoreland. She posted that and shared it with us. We appreciate that shot as well. That's a beautiful picture and lots of snow up there, and so we appreciate that. Chesney, question mark. Chesney, let's look at this. This is the doggy and the deck with lots of paw prints in the snow. So a lot of you are enjoying this not only with the kids or with your husband or wife or friends, but you're also enjoying it with your pets. So it's fun to see that. We've got, this is Sunset, South Carolina, so on the western side of the market. And look at that snow. There's some decent snow there on the ground. So people are seeing some activity in Sunset about 6:30 this evening. And in Boiling Springs, take a look at this. This is a picture, just kind of tough to make out, but it is a deck. You can see the benches there and the ground covered in one of those fire pits over there on the left side of the screen. And for those on mobile, I apologize because unfortunately you have to be on a laptop to see all the pictures that we're showing. So if you can get to a laptop, this is the best way to experience FreeCast, but you can also at least see the chat. You should be able to see the chat on mobile and participate in the conversation that's going on over here on the right side of your screen. Jason Nappy just posted a video, so hopefully we'll be able to show that to you very soon. I want to show you also the South Carolina Emergency Management Division is consistently and constantly having meetings, going over how resources are going. Any area that has any particular problem crop up, a heavy dose of snow, whatever might develop, they're kind of pooling the resources around the state to make sure whatever they need, wherever they need it, gets to where it needs to go. They kind of are the big picture people. They're in Columbia, and that office was activated when the governor declared a state of emergency today. So that office is working right now to keep resources where they need to go. We also have this. This is the governor's actual declaration of a state of emergency for South Carolina. That's from Governor Nikki Haley. That happened about 1:30 this afternoon. And so with that, she can mobilize National Guard, as we showed you earlier, a picture of the National Guard ready to roll if they were needed in any capacity. You'll remember in old snows like the gosh, what would it have been in the early 90s when I covered one up in North Carolina where we had to go with the National Guard in Humvees to rescue people who were trapped on mountaintops who didn't listen to getting out of those scenarios, and they got stuck up there and they had to have help getting out. So I'm going to take Christy's window out until she comes back. Okay? So is anybody wanting to go on camera? I know we have David in Greenwood. He was here earlier. I don't know if he is still with us, but he usually will go on camera during our show, which is always fun to do. And if anybody else wants to, there's a camera button down here, and our producers can kind of preview and get that ready. Vanessa, do you want to come back on? Do you have any updates for us, perhaps, from where we were earlier in terms of the situation with the roads, maybe? Let me see if Vanessa's, yeah, she's available. Hold on. All right, so Vanessa, hi. What's happening in the newsroom? Hang on, it's got to populate. I can see you now. I'm hearing you. I think you're muted. Check your mute button. I got it up. I got it up. You're good. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? So that accident that we were talking about earlier on I-85 has cleared up. All the lanes are open there again. But now we're looking at a crash on I-26 in Henderson County at mile marker 56. All of the lanes on both ways are blocked right now. So that's a big traffic jam right there. So definitely an area to avoid and let other people know. Mile marker 56 on I-26 in Henderson County.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. So it's Henderson County. Interstate 26, and what area of it? What mile marker?
Mile marker 56
Mile marker 56.
near East Flat Rock.
Near East Flat
You can hear our phones ringing. I don't know if you can hear that, but the phones keep ringing every few minutes.
What are people calling and saying? Have you answered any of the calls? I mean, what are you hearing them want to know?
I haven't answered, but I've been listening to our assignment editor, Craig, who's sitting right next to me here. He's been answering a few calls of what people are seeing. They're asking, if they should expect more. I guess some people are calling in and they're saying, hey, I'm in this area and I'm not seeing anything going on. Should I expect more to be happening soon? So hopefully they'll, tune into the Spreecast, tune into our cut-ins on Channel 7, and Christy can update them on what's going on and they can keep in the loop about this storm because it's still definitely ongoing and everything's changing.
Yeah, it is. It's like a sort of moment by moment kind of scenario, really. I mean, this type of storm can really turn into a real mess, especially if people don't listen and stay off the roads. I mean, it really is not safe out there. It is not. I mean, just look at some of these pictures that we've been posting. Let me go back over here and bring up some of the pictures, Vanessa. You've been sharing some great ones. Becky's been pulling some in. We've got this picture. Let me see if I can find any road pictures here right now. We've had a bunch up earlier. I'm just looking to see if I've got any left. Let me look. Okay, well, people are having fun pictures with their cars. They're parked, and this is the way your car should be. Okay?
Exactly.
Don't put your car on the road. Park it. Take a picture with it. But don't get on the roads because it's just not safe right now. This is the City of Greenville firefighters. They got the plows out. They are ready to roll. Those are the people who should be on the road. They have equipment that can handle snow, and we don't. I know my car would just fishtail all over the place, especially as we get more accumulations. So you don't want to be out there if you don't have to. Let these people get out there. The other thing that you don't realize you make more difficult, obviously there can be accidents. You can get seriously hurt. You can tie up traffic. But these guys can't do their job when we are on the roads. That's kind of why they ask us to stay off the roads, so that the plows have a chance to get through uninhibited without, when a plow goes by you, I hope you haven't had to experience this because you should not be on the roads, but when a plow goes by you, they kick up so much snow, it's very scary. And it can cause an accident because you're not prepared for it. You maybe have never experienced that. So something you don't want to do is be in the way of the plows and the people that are out there trying to do their jobs and try to get the roads ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the day you should get on the road if you don't have to be out there.
Yeah, definitely. Tonight's a good night to stay in, watch some TV, maybe binge watch some Netflix or something. Don't go outside tonight.
We had this picture up earlier of Emily and her friend that came back on the feed. Sorry about that. We also have the Polk County scene we showed you a little bit earlier. We've got Facebook. What is this going to be? Is this? Oh, it's Doggy. It's a cute little doggy.
A little video. It looked just like Leo. It's another little Pomeranian.
Oh, cute. And
But
that's
I guess
Kate
I don't know if we
Ball
can play it, but
yeah, I think the Facebook videos are not playing for some reason, but at least you can see the picture, which is kind of nice. We've got this.
Yeah,
fun
it was
scene
really
of
adorable.
The kids in the snow. That's what hopefully tomorrow will bring. Is a lot of children having a good time in the snow. So we're hoping that would be possible. We've also got
That's what I
Chris
wanna do tomorrow.
Harmon. This is a great picture from Vanessa of the roads, and this is. Do you have an idea where this is, Vanessa?
that's on Lawrence Road in Greenville.
Lawrence Road in Greenville, and that's from Chris Harmon. A picture that Vanessa found earlier, which is giving you that look of the slush and the stuff that is going to start to freeze up and make life really miserable on the roads at any time. That stuff is already slick, folks. I mean, even though it's slush, it can be slick. Then we've got the Highway Patrol. They were out earlier handling accidents and on the scene of wrecks, and this is the Highway Patrol letting you know that you really shouldn't be out there. Stay out of their way so they can do what they need to do and keep everybody off the roads. We've got Jenny Arnold from Twitter, I guess. She has shared a
That's
picture
in
of
the parking lot of Westgate.
Oh, that's Westgate Mall? And I
Yep.
understand, I saw on Twitter earlier that the mall closed early. As you can imagine, a lot of places closed early to let people get home. And so that's one of the scenarios that we've seen. We're 15 minutes away right now from our 10 o'clock news. So we want to remind you of that we'll be getting ready for a newscast. I'm going to move you guys over and join the Spreecast on my iPad, so I'll chat from there, and you'll see the show from further away. I want to charge us for the next 15 minutes. Our charge during the broadcast. Good. But we'll be bringing you continuous coverage here, and then Becky Pittman will actually feed in a live stream feed, so you'll see the show within here, but you can also just kick that out of the room and turn on your television, which is easily done and simple to do. I'm going to close some windows here. Anything happening in the newsroom right now as far as new info or issues?
It's pretty calm in here right now, which is a good thing. We like it to be calm. We like to
Right
hear
before
that
a
people
show.
are
Yeah.
taking our advice. Yeah.
Yeah, stay home. This is a picture from Michelle Brooks, shared via Twitter from Vanessa. Thank you so much. And we have that Jenny Arnold picture I think you both posted. I'm going to take that one out. Christopher George on Twitter shared this one. This is probably, was that video? But it's frozen. But anyway, that's Christopher George takes the pictures of the snow.
No,
coming
that's
down.
actually a photo.
It is?
Yeah.
It's really cool. I wonder
Clifton.
where that's taken, do you know?
In
Just looks like a
Clifton?
yard. Clifton, Glendale area. That's great.
Yeah.
We've got Jason Nappy. Becky has found us a lovely video from Jason. So let's see if we can't. Oh, I guess we can't see the video, but there he is. He's out in the elements. He looks snow covered, and he was driving as you saw earlier. I think he's getting ready. Yeah, he does. He's getting ready to do some things for our 10 o'clock show. So stand by to see what he has managed to put together to update you guys. Because okay, they're saying Greenville got a good bit of snow. That is true. Jason's on Highway 29, Becky says. Oh, he's on a desktop without a camera. That's okay, Kevin. I mean, you don't have to go on camera. We've got someone to bring in here who's normally with us during our 10 o'clock show. He's in Greenwood, so let's see what David is seeing. Hello, David. Can you hear us?
Hi.
Welcome to our Spreecast.
Yes. Thank you.
David, can you hear me?
It's all,
Hey there.
Oh, there he is.
yes, it's all great here.
How are you?
Oh, good.
What are you seeing in Greenwood? Have you seen
But it's all
snow?
right. Early at 5 o'clock today.
It started at 5, the snow?
5. Right.
And is it still snowing or is it raining?
It's just raining.
Raining, okay. Well, we will stay tuned to see if you guys wind up with anything. Has any snow that you've seen accumulated, or is it all just washed away with the rain?
It all washed away.
Ah, what a bummer. What a bummer. Well, hopefully we'll see what happens. I don't know. Greenwood was on that iffy position. You know, that Greenwood zone was one that Christy kind of teetered on last night, whether you guys would get anything significant. But you did see some snow fall. It just hasn't stuck around. Is that right, David? Yes.
Oh, we can't
Okay,
hear him.
well, thank you, David. Thank you. I'll see you a little bit later. Vanessa has her puppy dog with her at work today because she's one of those folks, she couldn't find anybody to take care of her dog for her, so she needed to take care of him. So he's kind of become the station mascot for the day. That's Leo. He's a little Pomeranian. And he is
Hanging
the
out.
station mascot. Yeah, he's been a good boy. He's a good dog. I mean, he's so good.
He really is really well behaved today. I'm very proud of him.
I am proud of him too. He's making his television or internet debut, I guess. So, all right, the west side of Seneca. Christine says this is interesting, and I'd love to talk about this with Christy later. The west side of Seneca is getting covered, she says, but you know, the east side's getting rain and sleet, which has got to be frustrating when your neighbors are out playing in fluffy, puffy stuff, and you're stuck going, wait a minute, what about us? Well, stay tuned. We'll see what happens, you know, because again, as Christy has mentioned, this is going to go on for another 4 or 5 hours or more. So we're not done yet, and there's always a chance as the temperatures drop that things could change a little bit. So stay tuned. That dog is so sweet, Leo. An amazing dog. All right, so we're going to keep on checking your pictures. I've got Allison McKinney on Twitter saying, you know, they're dog prints. This would be like the Leo-sized dog prints, I think, right? That looks
Right.
like about Leo-sized.
Yeah, I think so.
Leo-sized dog
Yeah.
prints. We've also got this picture of the snow starting to fall in Gaffney from some young people. They're, I guess, on Snapchat. It looks like one of those Snapchat pictures. I love it.
Yeah.
We've also got the 85. So 85 was a car flipped kind of scenario, it looks like, or that was the report earlier, and it's cleared now, the exit 63 situation that Vanessa was tracking for us. We've got the photos coming in from Heron Circle, which is a big area that people drive through off of Business 85. Christy Gossett Bishop has shared that picture, so thanks, Christy, for that. And Becky for finding it for us, appreciate it. Hold on, I'm trying to get my thing to go down, and it doesn't want to. That's not good. Everybody doing well? How is this Spreecast going for you guys? Is there anything that we can do to help you as far as information that you're missing or need? Is there anything you'd like to tell us or report about what you're seeing? Because this is kind of supposed to be a two-way experience where you guys are helping us and we're helping you too. Anything else? 2 inches in the last 45 minutes at Lake Bowen. Mark's got a storm report for Christy. That's a good one. And that's an improvement in your snow. Oh, and we've also got some snow falling. People were asking me about Union. They're like, what about Union? Well, look at Union. This is some of the snow that's falling in Union tonight. So Union's not left out of the mix. We love our friends in Union. And you guys, just so you know, there's a shout out on a picture for you guys. We've got these pictures here from Sunset, South Carolina. Kind of the banister there on a walkway. And then Jean Patterson says, it looks like the sleds are good to go and gather cobwebs in Lawrence. So she's disappointed and bummed out, and I'm so sorry, Jean. Hopefully, maybe something will change, but it's going to be tough to say. We've got Dustin Wyatt showing a picture of a car parked. We like these pictures of cars parked. It's a good sign. Stay off the roads. That's the message of these pictures. So we thank you for that. Hey, Mark McClure, how are you? And Tasha gave us this picture. I think this was 85, wasn't it? Becky, do you remember? This was one of the bigger roadways. Maybe not 85. Maybe that's I can't recall where that was. But that one is a good shot there. We've also got Jane Johnson. She's been posting some pictures on the Facebook page of Channel 7. You can go and post them on the station Facebook page, which is a great place to do it. That was the Boiling Springs Highway earlier that Tasha posted. And you can send them there. You can also tweet them at me or with hashtag 7cam, and we'll look for those as well. So we're trying to kind of find them wherever they might be. But if you make it easier, it's easier on our team to find them. That's awesome. Thank you. Angela is looking at this kind of a theme. Look at that. The secondary roads, the little streets that you live on are just looking kind of a mess, not something you really want to drive on. It's here, thank you. I gotta put on a mic and stuff because we're getting ready for this 10 o'clock show. 6 minutes away. Have one what? Oh, I don't? Oh. My battery on this iPad is on, I have no idea. This is 80%. You weren't worried about that, though, were you?
A little bit of an update for you on the I-26 situation with all the lanes blocked. Apparently, they're telling us, DOT is telling us that some tractor trailers were trying to get through the slush on the road there, couldn't make it through, and that's why all the lanes on both sides are blocked. So they're trying to clear that out, get the tractor trailers pushed through, and get them going.
So it's basically stuck trucks. Trucks that are stuck, that can't get through. Wow.
Yep.
Okay, well,
so every lane in that area is blocked.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be a real mess. I wonder how and what we're able to do as far as the images go from there. Are there any traffic cameras up 26? I don't think there are. I think they're all on 85.
I don't think so. I've been trying to find some to pull them up, but I haven't found any. Yeah, definitely a messy situation.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it's not good. Not a good scenario at all. Okay, so we're about 4.5 minutes away from the show. I'm going to move you guys in 1 second. Hold on 1 second. And we're going to start this newscast. Becky's going to feed in the picture for us so that we'll have everything we need to go. All right. And okay. So let me get this over here. I'm going to move you guys over. I'll be back with you in the commercial break. Okay? We're going to sit you right here. You guys can have a chair. You're in a chair right near the set. this needs to go. My GoPro. Sorry about that. The GoPro doesn't need to be over there right now. Oh no! Oh, I'm dying. Wow. Okay. Get ready. I'm gonna let me bring out of the way in case it's getting in your way. And then we'll pull up Christy's camera. Well, I think we'll just leave it like this. And Vanessa, if you want to in any way kind of host or chat with people during the show, that would be awesome. While we continue to behind the scenes. Thanks. I can. Hi. Hi. A couple minutes away. 1 minute away. Happening right now, the winter storm is passing North Carolina. This is a live look right now at Fillmore. All of this area around the North and South Carolina border will be one of the heaviest snow cover spots in like in the second. One of the five different ones in the Tennessee border, even snow falling. What's the latest there? It's really coming down.
Good advice. Thank you. The sun is falling out. Stop. Don't on your side, black man. So it's a armor now. It's been funniest live shot, Mike. Thank you. Take a look at this. This is snow coming down in the middle earlier this evening. I'll be down with this. Captured driving. Snowy places. Also, some of them really touch this. Happens. But it changed that having left five or that. DOT crews are out tonight, keeping the risk. 700 flies down this crew out there too. Like, you have to fly out tonight. You can see half the stop drivers watch tonight. So we're looking at some video drivers in physical right now. They're town. What's the situation like there? How are the rest? I'm gonna say, so it sounds like it's right now. It's tomorrow morning. Watch the eight. I'm untreated drugs like the ones that you have that right. Started falling heavily in Clemson just as it got dark today. You know, you're expecting to fall in the field. That's here. Mountains are now coated. The area hasn't been able to catch a break from all the weather. They've had snow for a few hours now. Everyone, thanks. Someone decided that Hampton is doing us from the Mobile District is tonight in Casting.
20-year-old is too snappy, is it 12 or he's having that? All right, Jason, thanks. So remember, download our 27 app for your phone. Also, Ralphie makes the balance out so I said that's fine. We want to see your sentence. Yeah, I was trying to ask. I was just trying to ask again. Or I can ad lib it. I know the situation. I can ad lib it. I tried to tell you about that. Becky.
Take a live look right now. This is our GFC camera there at the airport. The winter storm is here. It's led to a lot of cancellations. Continues to come down. Mike. Yeah, we have heard about this situation on the news. It's actually trucks that it's blocking the highway. Now the highway probably has better traffic and people traveling. Evidence is long 85, just south of it. Farthest to south of it. John has a lot of reports. at, this is a weather time-lapse video coming up from Orange County, sent by Ryan Trump and one of our viewers in Walhalla. He said it took him about 2 hours to put this together, and he tells us that he had a scene in mind. What a weather. It's today with the song playing in the background. The Tigers called Neighborhood. Time-lapse, escape.com, and link. Take a look, this is a video we saw tonight in the rear. Whoa! People are using all kinds of ways to get around. Our crew spotting a snowmobile in South Carolina riding along Highway 29 in Colorado. Well, you need more proof. Here it is. Widespread snow is moving all over the area tonight. Check this out. You're looking at different angles right now of our live cam. Partner Greenville, Mountain Zone, signal of the weather and traffic. The Carolinas are now the only state who have provided the latest round of weather, taking you across the south and up north, where we have a storm that's impacting thousands of other states. And this pattern braved the elements to snowmen. Looks like they may have more company before this next over. Keep sending us the weather tickets to upload them. Share them. Share at WSK.com. Hey everyone. Look at touch screen, which is a whole different place. I'm going to move you guys with us. Come on down. Oh gosh, I think I'm through there. Okay, I'm going to time to go around. It's going to get bump. Sorry, bump. Oops. Ooh. I'm losing you. Oh. Things are getting weird. I think we're going to stay here for now. You guys can stay right over here. Hear the camera. And I'll be right over here. Are we on to 11? I'm just kidding. Hey everyone. Stand by. We're coming back with more news. Hey everyone. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds till this commercial break is up. Oh, nothing in Seneca. Christina's sad. So far, nothing in Seneca, but be in there. No. The night is young. How is the temperature? Temperatures are warmer than we thought they might be, or are they about the same? Well, it's about what we thought. We thought the temperatures would be where they are, and they're just kind of slow about their transition. So, I am what I am. By the way, we're going to take up a collection for Mike Manzoni to get snow boots. That was so hilarious. I guess that wasn't the smartest move. No, Mike, that was not. Oh my gosh, he kills me. That guy is. And then his little miniature snowman, which I will say that was impressive because, you know, when you normally build a snowman, you can build a snowman and he sits there. Being able to carry around a snowman is kind of impressive. This is really packing snow. Like, this is seriously packing snow. Awesome. This is why I want to be able to go home and play in the morning, but I bet I'm not going to. Can you hear me? I'm further away, so it's not going to be as loud. Becky may be able to pump my mic up a little bit, but it's going to be. Becky, why do what the people want? Don't give them what they want, Becky. Oh my God. This is it. Out of control. All right, so we're in the. Good job putting this all together, Sandra. Goodbye, everyone. Our team coverage of this winter weather is continuing right now. Due at 10, check out this video at the Rome, Georgia. Drivers were reduced to this bumper-to-bumper traffic after an accident started by a tractor trailer truck steering off the road. That thing is really slow motion, fortunately. And look at this new video out of Maine. This is a terrible crash. A blizzard condition triggered a 40-car pileup. This is what can happen, folks. 1995. It resulted in a mangled situation. All of people torn up and dozens. Coming up next, we have sports on the way. This team is trying to close out the home slate with a win. So they say, get it. And take a look at this shot of Roxy playing in the snow. Her owner snapped this picture just as the snow started to fall. Roxy seems to enjoy it like most dogs. We'll be back. He's coming back for sports, so I'm going to move you guys into the middle now. Stand by. Move you into the middle. Hang on, people. You guys are going to be right here at the end of the show. And then we will talk with you. We'll get Christy back on for a couple of questions. If you guys have questions for Christy, this is the time to post them in that question button. Use the question button to post them. We'll bring them up on the screen and talk about that right as we get done. And then we will continue on with whatever else we need. Get ready for the 11. I'm going to have Vanessa take over for a couple minutes so I can go freshen up for the 11. Ladies' room. Now, 2.5 hours into our spring cast. With 2 hours, well, an hour and a half. Oh, I never got pizza. Was the pizza good? Is there? What kind is there? I like cold pizza. I'll have a piece of cold pizza at midnight. Oh yeah, that's true. I can make it. And then, yeah, but I was in college. Didn't we all live on cold pizza in college? Pete's gonna be here in a second, you guys. Lindsay Gowan's asking any chance of the rain turning back to snow with Pauline.
So 85 is the demarcation.
Oh, no. I'm thinking now where I had to go.
Yeah.
The snow goes all the way there.
Okay, everybody, stand by. All right, people, we're coming back to see Amity, your sportscaster of the year.
Where is the
Sportscaster of the century. Yeah, wait a second. Oh, a peace sign from Pete. Nice. So Russ is impressed. I got you doing this sign. I'll post that on your Twitter later. Everybody stand by. We're coming back with more news. How dare you ask? Stand by, everybody. Coming back in 5 seconds. This guy.
Kentucky tries to get to 28-0. They blow a 4-point game open in the second half. Carl Anthony Town on the throwdown. They roll in Cardinal with this state. Decisively, 70. Good evening, everybody. It's the final regular season home game for USCFC, meaning it's senior night for Mario Blessing, and Ty Green is also Fred Miller. And high school playoff games in all the areas in football, that is probably expect. That's what that is. High school league and the other city finals, Friday, Saturday as well. I'm Whopper getting the baseball game, but football on Tuesday and today. Carriers and a Tuesday game in the business. All of it. 5-3 with Von having to get in Tigers side and Washington Wilson with the go ahead RBI and then a 2-run overtime. Finally, the Road Warriors playing in Elmira tonight. The homecoming Jackals probably acting like it's 3 first period goals. They go off with 8 victories.
Back on WSB.com. Take your better questions. Join us at 11 o'clock on Channel 7. And anytime you need us, WSB.com. Thanks for watching. W. Seinfeld is next. We don't feel very clear, FYI. Okay, I'm going to set this up to come on back down. And I'm going to do a couple minutes. I need Vanessa to jump back in so that I can go participate in the 11. Oh, gosh, that was bad. That was a remote control. Whoops. Well, I just totally ripped up a deer. It's fabulous. Let me see. Wow, that was long. I had more time to come in home, I guess, huh? I didn't use enough time. All right. So, people, does anybody want to come on camera and tell us or show us what you got, where you are? I'm kind of disappointed nobody's showing us their webcam. I thought more of you would be ready to do that this year. We had more people a couple of years ago than we do this year, which is kind of weird in terms of going on camera. I thought more people would have webcams by now. What did I know? Hey, everybody. Your video is freezing right now, or is it the show video or this camera video? Which is freezing for you? That's so yum. Camera, shy. Although I do have a degree in broadcasting, LOL. Freezing, not good. But what is freezing? This or the live stream that we have in here? We did have a live stream in here, right, Beck? Awesome. Thank you for doing that. Hello, Chloe. All right, so everyone, how are we doing on pictures? Do we have any pictures to show off? Oh, yeah. Here's some Boiling Springs action. One of those porches that is packed with snow. We've got the snowing hard situation there. And if Vanessa is back, Vanessa, let me know, and I would love to have you take over for a few minutes so that I can run to the ladies' room and get ready for the 11. Huh, maybe it was that during the feed, having the two things in here at the same time. Hey, Mark. Okay, we've got some questions, so that is good. I will show these. All right, we're going to go through, let's see, photos. Okay, here's a photo of, oh, wow, a big, the snowman in progress. A large snowball slash, I'm guessing that's turning into a snowman, don't you think? This is from Carolyn O'Sullivan on Facebook. Thank you for the News Channel 7 Facebook. We've also got, oh, Christine is asking about the sleet and snow, and I'll leave that up so that Christy can, I don't think when I put up a picture it takes that down. I don't think. Hopefully it doesn't. If it does, repost it and I will put it back up. But let me get down here because I've still got some pictures to come that I want to show you. And right now it is not wanting to roll down. I think Greenville, depending on where you are, because you're south of 85, right? So you might get a little less because the snow line has kind of creeped further north. I mean the rain line / snow line is a little bit further north than Christy thought it would be. She thought it would be probably down in the Greenwood area, and now it's kind of creeped up to the Lawrence area. So depending upon where you are and how it's dipping and ebbing and flowing, You could wind up with a little bit less. You're north of 85 and you're not seeing anything? Hey, Craig. Malden, yeah, so you're south. Well, I'll ask her when we get back, when she gets back here, okay? We've got a situation in Greer. Check out the snow that's in Greer. This is beautiful. Look at that pretty neighborhood. Vanessa found us. This is Britman Living USA on Twitter. We've got this from Angie Campbell. Oh, she's got her measuring tape out. Not a measuring stick, but a measuring tape. You look like she has an inch there. So very good for Angie. I don't know if Vanessa's here. Is she here? I could really use Vanessa. If I see my boss, I'm going to ask Vanessa to get me Vanessa. We've got a beautiful picture of the car covered up with snow. That's from Pauline Morrison Hamrick. Thank you, Pauline. Then we've got Gaffney.
Hey.
Awesome. And we've got Lake Lure. Look at that. That's beautiful. We've got a cutie pie, Josie Green, making snow angels in Green or in Reedville in Spartanburg County. How cute is that? That is adorable. That's the best thing to do when you're little. I love that. The former post office in Gaffney has plenty of snow. Look at that. You're getting plenty of snow. We've also got Forest City, North Carolina, where it's beautiful and snowy. We have got Carmela, and I lost the rest of it. Sorry, but these guys are having fun in the snow. Oh, the two dog names. I lost them. I'm sorry in the translation, but they're adorable.
Yeah.
Cute little dogs. Those are little bitty dogs.
You passed out.
She works for Scene on 7 and is helping us out tonight because we actually covered up Scene on 7 with our news product, and so we had extra staff that were willing to help us out, and they she decided to help us out on the Spreecast, which has been great. Cheryl Poole Wright is on Facebook, and she has shared this picture of a yard scene, which is beautiful. And then here's someone standing in the doorway looking at their yard. Really cool picture there. It's beautiful. Very, very much snow covered up there. Deer playing in the yard in Gaffney. If you take a close look, can you see them? They're kind of under the trees there. If you are on mobile, unfortunately, the pictures don't show up. On laptops, they do. So I apologize for our mobile audience, but you can chat with us on mobile. So make sure that you're chatting. You'll see the chat over here on the right-hand side. Or actually on mobile, it's actually below. I don't know if you can see this, but I've got the chat here. So you're seeing the chat. And if you want to chat, you go right here and push chat, and then it'll give you a window to chat in. That's what I've been doing on my phone when I was talking to you guys. Okay, taking this off the air. We've got a picture from Becky. This is in Nicole Heather Soulsby on Facebook. So thank you for that. There's a very snow-covered chair. And Deborah Greer Mugala has this picture of the flakes coming down. We've also got some video from, actually some Facebook photos and videos from Angela Pittman. So thank you. That's a lot of snow too. You're seeing plenty there. Judy Jill posted this picture earlier, which is cute with a handprint in 2015. That's a great shot. Yeah. I like that. That's creative. And then if you see Vanessa on your way through, can you tell her I need her to jump in? Thank you. I would hope so. Brandy Nicole Jones. The kids are enjoying it. It almost looks like he's trying to catch a snowflake. Have you ever done that as a kid?
Amy, can you hear me?
But that's a great picture. I can. Hey, are you there?
I've been here.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. I was down looking at the pictures, so I wasn't paying any attention. Well, I'm thrilled that you're here. Would you mind taking over for a couple minutes? You can keep kind of, you know how to pull up the pictures, right?
I think so.
Yeah, keep pulling up some pictures and talking about them. It just says push on air. And then I'm going to run just to the ladies' room really quick. I'll be right back. And
okay.
Christy's going to jump in. You can, Becky, just watch for her at her camera and then pull her up when she's ready.
All right, very cool.
Bye-bye.
All right, so we're going to keep looking at your pictures here and see what you guys have been showing us. This is really cool. Where was this one, Becky? Do you know? Looks like a lot of snow falling there. That's all right. That's all right. We'll look at the next one. Looks like somebody's patio here. Got pretty covered in snow. That's definitely something. I'm not looking forward to going home and seeing what my apartment looks like. Well, that's beautiful. I will say I'm not a big fan of snow only because I'm from Miami and I haven't seen a lot of it, but this seeing pictures like this with the trees and nature covered in snow, it's always really beautiful to see. Oh, look at this guy. Cutie. Waynesville, North Carolina. That's so adorable. Look at this smile. See, kids always enjoy the snow so much because they're so innocent, right? They get to go do snowmen and snow angels and all that. And then we grow up and we're like, reality. Oh, but she's so cute. This that we have here. Stacked up some buckets. Either way, that looks really intense. Let's see what else we can pull up here. Walmart in Boiling Springs. Oh, that looks like a lot of snow there. What are you guys seeing where you are? We want to hear from you and see what you're hearing. Oh, Christy's here. Looking, we have a lot of questions for you, Christy. They're kind of racking up here. We'll give her a second.
Oh, hey.
Hey, welcome back.
Let's see. Here I am. I can't hear you, Vanessa, but I'm going to go ahead and go over some snow totals and some information on what we're thinking, the latest thinking on the whole snowy situation and rainy situation in some cases. It's looking more and more like that rain-snow line is not going to move very much from where it is right now, and it is right across the central part of Lawrence County on up into southern sections of Union County. So along that line and point south, that's where it's mainly going to be rain. The temperature pulls down a few more degrees, could see a changeover, but at this point it looks like there's a better chance that the snow is going to continue generally along and north of I-85 and of course through the mountain zone where temperatures have been below freezing and where we've already had some decent reports, 3 and 3.5 inches there, even 4 inches reported close to Tryon, also a few miles north of Chesnee. We've had reports of 1.5 inches of snow in Cherokee County, close to 1 inch in Gaffney, and almost 1 inch of snow in Malden. So we're getting some accumulations, but it's a lot lower because it's a very wet snow, and so it just doesn't produce as much snow. And of course, the rain-snow line has been so close. Temperatures have been above freezing over a lot of areas, especially from the central and southern part of the upstate. Let's see. How much snow, at least in Spartanburg? Spartanburg has had about 1 inch of snow. Still waiting on some official measurements for Spartanburg, but based on what I've seen, Mike Manzoni was there, getting close to 1 inch, and I think Spartanburg will continue to see some snow for the next several hours. All this is going to wrap up, though, by 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Scott, sleet's still there in Williamston, okay? What went on here about 34 minutes? Oh, I don't. Oh, that I don't know, Michelle. Sorry about that.
Mountain View Road.
How much more is this going to last? I want snow and Pauline. Hey, Lindsay. Thanks for being here. That snow line is unfortunately farther north, which means more of our area is going to be getting into more rain versus snow. So you're not going to have a lot to show for it. If you're getting snow right now, chances are you will continue to get snow for a while with a very slight risk of a changeover, close to where that line is right now. Chloe, where are you? Did you have 3 inches?
Mm-mm.
And y'all will want to watch out on the roads, especially the secondary roads. We've had some decent accumulations along and north of 85, which is where we knew the highest impact would be anyway. And the temperature in Gaffney is now down to freezing, and I expect that in Spartanburg and Greenville it will get down to 32 as well. And so we already had the moisture out there, and it just takes the road to get down to freezing for really icy situations to get started for drivers. Let's see. Let's see if I can keep up with the questions. Target area in Spartanburg has 1 inch. Okay, thank you, Mark. Thank you for that report. Okay, Chloe's in Greenville. Okay. Let me see. Oh, sorry. Just jump in if you want. All right, so let's see here. Chloe's in Greenville. Greenville probably has a good chance of keeping some snow for a little while. So Malden has close to 1 inch of snow, and might see that rain snow line getting a little closer to Malden, but it should stay south of Greenville. Oh, hey Lindsay, right now it looks doubtful that Pauline's going to get much snow. I think the rain snow line is too close to you. Lake Bowen has between 2 3/4 to 3 inches. All right, and in the northern part of Spartanburg, Cherokee, and Greenville counties, that's where we could pick up a last-minute inch or so of snow. So that may be where we see some of the higher totals from all this. 49. Leaving here in Seneca again. Yeah, it's a bummer. You know, if that rain snow line was just a little farther south, then we'd be in on more cold air, and more of us would get the snow. And those that have seen snow so far this evening would have more of it by now. So everything kind of shifted warmer on us, and so that wiped out snow totals down in the Greenwood zone, greatly decreased it for points north up to the rain snow line, and then overall generally decreased the snow even in those areas that have seen the snow. So we're, you know, it's a situation where you make the very best forecast you can, and then you nowcast and you kind of see it to the end. The pattern is the same as what we expected, but everything is just warm enough to create some big differences in what people see. And that snow line, I mean, it's right in the middle of our viewing area. If you live north, you get snow. If you live south, you get rain. That's just the way it goes. Well, I'm going to head over to the computer and get ready for the 11 o'clock. It's coming up in less than 10 minutes. All right, thanks, y'all. Thank you for being here. All right, everybody. So we are coming up on the 11 o'clock show. We're, about 9 minutes or so away from it. And Vanessa, what's happening up there as far as any late-breaking developments on the situation on 26? Anything new? How long are they saying? Any idea how long it's going to take them to clear these trucks?
DOT is saying on their website it might be cleared up by midnight, so another hour maybe before it's cleared up. I haven't heard any new details on what's going on 26.
As far as 26, yeah.
I wonder, do you have Waze? I wonder if anybody can look on Waze and see what the backup looks like on how far back it's going on Waze. I bet it's far away.
They didn't even have an estimated
all this time.
Yeah.
I figured it wouldn't take that long to get that service off the road, but if they're doing
Yeah, we're getting some different reports about what's going on over there. DOT's website is saying multiple vehicle accidents. So several accidents in that area are blocking the roads. But we also heard a report from them about tractor trailers. So kind of either way, it's a messy situation.
Probably all been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those snowballs going down the hill things. One thing triggers another, and it's never good.
Yeah, so we'll see how long that takes to clear up. All the lanes are blocked, so it might be a pretty big one.
1.5 inches in northern Welford, says Jason. I don't know if we already had seen that earlier, but that's pretty awesome. Is it refreshing? How often does it refresh? Is it like every 10 minutes? Because I think it's a problem with our website. It has this automatic refresh thing, which is probably what's happening, and I apologize for that, but there's not a lot I can do to control that. I will talk to them. We'll have a debrief about how this went, and I will talk to them about trying to fix that in the future. Here's a picture from Becky, Jason Tyler Hope on Twitter, sharing some of the road situations. You see the snow-covered roads, the very roads that the DOT is asking you guys not to get out on. So
yeah,
again,
those tire tracks look pretty deep.
It just isn't good driving. Yeah, they do. This is also another one. This is this is near Westgate. So this is about 10:30, so 20 minutes ago or so. Looking beautiful.
It really does.
Snow covered. Yeah, it's really pretty. We've also got Aubrey and Traveler's Rest with a little one trying to catch a snowflake, which is adorable and what kids love to do. Isn't that not cute?
That was me like a year ago, the first time I saw snow.
Definitely not advisable.
So you're from a place where there was not snow?
Yeah, well, I'm from Miami, so not any snow
this
really.
Is a big deal.
Yeah.
I totally understand. If I had never seen snow, unfortunately, I spent 3 winters working in my first TV job in Minnesota, so I don't do this anymore.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
give up on catching snowflakes.
I'm already like sick of it, so I get you.
I know. Oh, we've also got this cute little
Aw.
snowman that has been. Yes, I can. Thank you. There's a cute little snowman with a hat.
I mean, like
or
a flower
flowers.
hat?
What is on
That's
this
cute.
hat? Hilarious.
Creative.
That's Ashley Bennett sharing that. Yeah, very much so. And we've got some more. I guess we've got the flipgram, which we can show later, of all the pictures people shared from yesterday. But we've seen so many today, we don't really need to show that. This is one more picture we've got.
Wow.
This is of. I don't remember. I think it's might have been Gaffney. I can't remember where this was, but it's a great picture of again the snow-covered roads that the authorities do not want you to be in. Where's Leo?
Yeah, oh, you want
what's
to see
happened
Leo?
to Leo?
Check him out. He's kind of taken over the
Yeah, people are
assignment desk. You see him?
Yeah.
He's just passed
He's
out
just laying
on
on
the
the
desk.
assignment desk while they talk to viewers. It's hilarious. That's a true behind the
He's
scenes
working
shot.
hard.
I mean, he's working hard to be headed.
He is the best assignment desk worker ever.
I will take down your information, everything that you.
All right. Well, I'm going to move you guys over to the chair over here so you can kind of see the whole setup for the 11, and we'll talk to you during breaks. And I will have my chat on my phone, which is what some of you are doing. Unfortunately, the pictures we've been showing don't show up in the mobile app, but you can ask questions here by hitting the button down here in the middle, and you can chat by hitting the button way over here and chatting. So make sure you do that. Vanessa, if you don't mind kind of keeping an eye on things, and Becky will help you, and I will be back with you guys soon.
Yeah, we're gonna keep pulling
On
some
TV
pictures.
in just a minute. Okay, thanks. Yeah, and keep adding stuff in, or if you get any breaking updates, you can add them in the chat and take them on that full screen upper thing, on the top.
Mhm.
I'll give you an option for that.
Yeah, Leo's pretty much made himself at home here today. He's just kind of wandered around the station, making friends with everyone, and now he's passed out on the assignment desk. So, life is good for that dog.
Right now we're doing mic check for reporters and getting everybody kind of settled. They're checking all the live shots to see people all over the region that will bring you some really cool reports coming up here at 11 o'clock in 3 minutes. Channel 7 and WSTA.com to the live stream, and Becky's going to pump in the live stream into the stream. Have a little of everything. We have a ton of pictures. Thank you, Becky and Vanessa, for finding so many great pictures. This is really good.
Yeah, people are doing really great at taking some pictures and showing us what's going on out there tonight. So we really appreciate that because that kind of helps us see what's going on in your area. Unfortunately, we can't be everywhere, but we try to be. Scott, I will say I love South Carolina. I've been here for a year now, and it's been really nice. The area is beautiful, the people are nice, and I love Southern food. Delicious.
I said almost storm team yesterday, and I was like, wait a minute. I thought that's what I said in that video.
I'll say I like winter. I don't like the cold, but I like the clothes. Is that that weird to say? That's pretty much the only thing I like about winter, is being able to dress up for it. Oh, I'll be here for a while. I'm definitely enjoying South Carolina. Wow, that's a pretty big backup there. I mean, you can imagine with all of the lanes blocked, it's got to be substantial, definitely. Hopefully they can get that cleared up pretty quickly there. But we're definitely working to get, they're making some phone calls and things, working to get some more details on what happened there.
And first at 11, the snow has been falling for hours, and there's more to come. This is a live look at downtown Spartanburg. This storm is over. You can see several inches.
We're going to get team coverage tonight of this winter storm alert.
Our crews are all across the upstate and western North Carolina to bring you what's happening right now. We begin with 24/7 Chief Meteorologist Christy Henderson tracking the storm across all 5 of our zones. Christy.
And some of the weather here is greatly from north to south across our 5 zones and out through the city of already.
Thank you. All this snow means a lot of students across our area are going to stay home from school.
Right now, there's WFTA.com. It's happening now. Interstate 26 closed in both directions. North Carolina transportation says multiple accidents. It happened near Mount in Henderson.
Take a look at this new video that we just got. We got up an FUDOT truck here on Interstate 26 in Spartanburg County. We saw this truck and let's take the video. The crews like this one. Sell that price, trying to keep it safe. Their priority. Best thing to help them out is plowing them and then backwards. Way, it makes it much fun. About 175 crews of work, including the extra 25. Tonight, we have all car tires are creating, and that has nasty. Make it bigger, but it's take a look. This is something university that is like this is first of all heavily There's been a little hit this, but there's lots of rain snow. Right, Addie. Abby, thank you. Our morning team will be here on the air extra early tomorrow to help you plan the day ahead. Starting at 4 a.m., you can get up-to-the-minute forecast information, plus the road conditions and live pictures all over the right, you're looking live all over the area. You see the snow coming down hard there in your bottom right screen. Our team coverage continues next at 11. Of course, here's what you're sharing with us tonight. Really keep your pictures on let's.com. Backed up almost to flat rock. I almost to New at 11, we're tackling a winter storm that could carry your neighborhood and up to team coverage is spread all over the state of Maine.
Colin besides Drew Smith is joining us now from our mobile newsroom in Hendersonville to tell you what's going on there right now. Drew. All right, Drew, we thank you for that. Check out this new video inside from Greer. This guy having a lot of fun on his snowmobile. Our crew shot this video on Highway 29 tonight. You know, this is probably one of the few times we get to use that snowmobile around here.
So here's a look behind the windshield, the Coffee Road, which is the station in Greenville, right? Yeah, I decided to shot the cell phone video on Pleasantburg Drive. On now in Greenville, with the latest living control, what you can have in the for your head to work. Yeah. We want to stress, even if you don't have to be out tonight, even if you do, just stay on. Vision Nappy is going to share with some more on how you can stay safe if you have to play.
Everyone be careful. Tonight, this winter storm has affected several states across the south. Tonight, Rome, Georgia, traffic bumper to bumper following this wreck. The day started when a tractor trailer veered off the road. Fortunately, no one was hurt. And look at this new video from Maine. Blizzard conditions triggered this 40-car pileup along Interstate 95. It resulted in a mangled trail of vehicles.
We've been sending the radar all evening long, watching all of this unfold, and our last note about this field,
accumulations that there, and then mostly rain for Ellis County, Abbeville, also Greenwood, along with the impact of the storm. There's the one that all 5 zones, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, so then lots of roads that are on the way tomorrow. So if it goes to 11, 12 o'clock in the morning, or those people are falling right now, rain will continue for that falling right now. If it gets to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, primary station is going to start to pull out. That's over snow showers in the very early morning hours of tomorrow, daybreak, mountain, after their snow total, and then all of us are going to fly out. Drier weather during the afternoon. Here's your forecast for the next 7 days. We'll expect a high of 40. I mean, it's going to take all day to get there. Bumpy roads, left over for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. Watch out for the black ice there. The 40s on Friday, the weekend is looking dry, it's cold. We'll love the weather.
Thank you for that. We're continuing our team coverage tonight on what this winter storm means for you.
This is a live look for you right now, and Spartanburg, get some new information. We have that for you now. We want to take a look and share more of your photographs. You want to send them off, and we do too. Here you go. This is our Facebook page pictures. And share them there or send them to Sarah@WSP.com. Yay! Quite yet. We got. Okay. No worries. Okay. Go ahead now. We are dedicated to bringing you deep coverage of this winter weather. This is a look right now live at downtown Spartanburg.
See, maybe an inch or so of snow, more on the way. 7 on the side, Mike Manzoni continuing our team coverage of Spartanburg. Mike. thank you for that. Check out these photos you've shared with us, and we ask you, please keep them coming. They look great. Snap a picture, upload it to our Facebook page, or you can email it to share@WSBA.com. Hey, Bob.
Okay, Petey's here. Kristen? TV on? David just tweeted the roads where he was and we are not that bad. I think I could drive home. Oh, you're my kid. Got 7 minutes away from being back at midnight. Yeah, we have got a lot of dog pictures. Really fun. Dogs and stuff. Kids and stuff. My favorite picture. Love them. One minute to sport. 1 minute to sport. Oh, okay. He's here really early. He's never here this early. Okay. Keep on. I'll see where I can.
Well, check out the snow that keeps coming down in Asheville. This is a live look right now at Fillmore Park.
Emily Pace, there's like, who's doing that big coverage? Emily.
And now he goes for a 28-0 start. Carl Anthony Towns with the throwdown. They route Mississippi State tonight, and number 4 Duke survived in overtime after Virginia Tech. We everybody will find a regular season home game for USF State, meeting its senior night. Mario Blessing and Ty Green, Kurt Miller. Well, Green has himself some kind of night once again. 25 points, 5 out of 6 for long range, 8 out of 15 for the field. They're first place in the league, 70-47 winners. We're good old Miss. We're just trying to stay firm around the NCAA bubble. And Rogers Jefferson with 17 points. Follow right there. Second half against the assistant Kenny Gaines with 22 of the Dogs on to the victory. 5 high school playoff teams in the following areas in the first overtime of equal concern. High school, we have Saturday. Now, baseball is happening. Walker on the Walker game. 3 games of this. Carson Wallace with 2 runs single. Well, ahead by a couple. Later side from bottom half that Weston Wilson. He's ahead to stay. He landed 2 runs. The meeting right now is Rock with Gibbons. Finally, the Road Warriors playing Elmira tonight. team for the playoff positioning. 3 first period goals for the home team. They went 8-3, and now they Greenville by 2 points for the final playoff spot. Thank you. Our big review starts at a special time tomorrow morning, 4 a.m. Join us for all the information you're going to need to plan your day.
So we are on WSP.com live right now. Join us there.
All right, Amy and Christy should be joining us again soon. Keep talking to you guys and answering some of your questions.
Hello.
Yeah, that photo was so cute. I love the outfit. I added it to the list here so we can show it to everyone.
She's up in the newsroom. Hey, everybody.
Hello, welcome back.
Thank you. All right, we made it through the show, and we are going to check in with Christy in a few minutes. She's going to do a couple things first, and then drop back in before we wrap things up. Control-Alt-Delete. Hello. Got to get myself logged back in. We hope you guys have enjoyed the Spreecast. I think it's been amazing to see all your pictures. I wonder how many, I wish we'd counted how many pictures we have shared tonight, because we have had an incredible amount, you know? I mean, you guys found dozens and dozens upon dozens. All right, so I asked the question, I was curious, like, where are you at with the snow? Are you happy with what you've seen? Are you frustrated? Do you have too much, too little? I know some people would rather see none at all. I'm wondering if I can drive home. I just wish I could, but I don't think it's safe. What about you, Vanessa? I mean, I guess you're kind of over it because you have had your first snows, and now you're done with that, right?
Yeah, I think last year it was exciting when it happened right when I first moved here too. It was like 2 weeks after I'd moved here. It snowed, and I was all excited about it. And now I'm kind of like, okay, I'm done.
Got a bunch of pictures that are here. Earl Hensley shared this picture from Facebook. Do you know where this is, Becky? I'm wondering where these are. Lynn Hernandez is sharing a photo.
It looks like a lot.
Yeah, it does look like a lot. Lynn Hernandez. Oh, it's a doggy. So here are the doggy pictures coming, one after another. And here's Inman. This is a great shot. This is from the Inman area, and lots of doggy footprints in the snow there. East Flat Rock, 1.2 liters of snow. They're measuring with liters, and still snowing. So we'll have to show that one to Christy later. Maybe we can pull that one back up. Downtown Tryon, Nina Simone, a beautiful sculpture, dusted with snow. That's a gorgeous picture. We like to use the hashtag 7Cam when you post pictures in any kind of weather event, or even at some fun event, like you're at a festival or something. It's a great way for us to find your pictures, so thank you for doing that, for those of you who are. Savage says, Mom, what is this mess? The dog's like, what happened? Awesome pictures. Hey, Adam. Hey, Kevin. What did Adam leave? Adam's been having problems staying in, huh? Photo from Iva Taylor. This is dusk.
That's gorgeous.
That is amazing. Ivy Taylor, sorry. Ivy Taylor, thank you for submitting that one. That's a great one. Missing a lot of locations on these photos of the shoulders. You're disappointed. Scott's disappointed. He really has seen a lot of sleet and rain, and it's a bummer, we know. Layla in Inman, she is showing us off. Is this a little kid? Yeah, it's a little girl building a snowman. Is that the little girl that was trying to catch snowflakes earlier? Layla in Inman. That's a cute snowman. I think they had a bigger budget than Mike Manzoni had for his. They had a carrot and everything. Mackenzie Black.
He did a pretty good job, though.
He did. He did. And cough drops I thought was creative for eyes. Cough drops for eyes.
That was creative.
Yeah. Mackenzie Blackwell had a blast building her snow person there, all decked out. Got the scarf and the hat, which is always a good thing in the winter storm. We've got this picture here of the doggies in the snow with their owners, the young owners. And this is Kelly Tinsley Rowe posting this to Facebook. Thank you. We've also got this great shot from Landrum, and they're literally, are they rolling hay or are they rolling snow? It must be snow. That must be a snowball, right? Or they could be rolling hay. I don't know. But they're having some fun up there with the snow. If that's a snowball and or the beginnings of a snowman, that's going to be a big snowman. And if that is, then Kelly Tinsley Rowe needs to send us a picture of the completed snowman when that happens, because that'd be that would be something to see, right? Savage says, Oh, we already did that. I'm sorry, Mom. What is this mess? We've got Scott Youngblood sharing his puppy. How cute is that dog? And he's a
That
Gamecock fan.
She's so cute.
That is a cute dog.
Love that little outfit.
Yes, adorable. Your dog is all decked out with storm attire. You know, a coat.
Oh yeah, he's ready for the cold.
Okay, so
He's a Miami dog. He's not used to the
Yeah, I
cold.
bet not. Oh, Snowman in a Box from Kelly Tinsley Rowe. They're boxing up the snowman, maybe putting him in a large freezer somewhere. I don't know. We've also got
Somewhere.
snow streaks in Lyman. So you see the streaking snow coming down along with the very covered up roadway, driveway maybe perhaps there. You know, that's the stuff. It looks kind of enticing when you see some people moving around on those Greenville streets downtown, for example, because it looks just slushy and nothing much going on yet. But when you see roads like that, you realize to get to this location, which is probably where we live, you get the easy roads, but then you have to go through these tough roads. So again, that's why they're telling us don't get on the roads if you can avoid it. Let's see what I can also see up here. Hold on, I've paused the chat. Sorry about that. Go Gamecocks, says Scott. If you guys want to log in, you can use your Twitter or Facebook and be able to join the chat conversation. So be sure that if you want to do that, you can through Twitter or Facebook is the best way to do it, using those logins. Hey Mark, how are you? Good to see you with us. So we are going to stop this broadcast at midnight unless we get some breaking huge development, but it seems like I think we served our purpose to gather pictures and information, and we definitely had some big things breaking here, which included the cancellations at GSP and also the accident on 85 and on 26 that we were tracking for a while there. So we have had some real-time sort of breaking developments in this system through Spreecast, which is great, and we thank you guys for helping us out with all of our coverage. Go Tigers! Uh-oh, now we got a war going on in this Spreecast. We have got a chat web war developing. Hey, man. Let's see. So I need to get back down to the bottom, and my screen, this computer is not my own, it's the company's, and you know how it is when you have a computer that you use all the time, you know how to make it work at its fastest capacity. I'm slow on this one. Vanessa, here's another picture you got of Blacksburg. Wasn't that beautiful with the barn? That is so pretty.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Golly, that looks like something out of a movie or something. We've got Shiloh, the Siberian Husky, giving kisses in the snow. That is so cute. How sweet
Adorable.
is that? We've also got downtown Greenville, my pup Hilton, right in the middle of the snow. That's a great picture. Isn't that awesome?
I feel like that's something you could frame and put up in your living room. That's beautiful.
That is really cool. I'd get one of those canvas mountings, you know, the way they wrap them around. That would be cool. That'd be awesome. Let's see. Boiling Springs, they said they have at least 3 inches at this location. So those folks are pretty happy, I would think, that they're getting that kind of snow. And we've got Casey Blake. She's in Asheville, and that looks beautiful. We may have shown that one earlier, but it's still awesome. Monty, our producer extraordinaire, is taking pictures like crazy. He's near I-85 right here at the station, and that actually is a tree out in our front yard here at Channel 7. It's beautiful looking right now. And then you can see sort of out toward the back and toward the satellite dishes. I showed you earlier how our folks are out there shoveling snow or brushing snow out of those satellite dishes to keep the CBS signal pumping in David Letterman right now, which is on television. So that's pretty cool too. Anything happening up there, Vanessa, as far as the accident on 26 or anything else that might be popping right now?
Really haven't heard any updates on that accident. According to the website, it looks like it's still blocked.
Okay.
So that's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
Taking a long time to clear that out.
Well, they're saying they were.
But really, no updates on that.
Yeah, they were anticipating what may be midnight, and now it's 20 minutes away. So, and even this is the tricky thing. We'll report to you an accident has cleared or it's been cleared. That doesn't mean that if you've got miles and miles of traffic backed up in a snow situation, that doesn't mean that it's going to be perfect going when we tell you that. I mean, it's going to take a while for that situation to sort of clear itself up, and so keep that in mind too. I mean, it's not over yet. It is not over yet. SB.
Yeah, all those cars that have backed up and been sitting there.
Yeah, I mean, that's just awful. Oh, this is from Twitter. This is a beautiful picture of a church. I think this might be in Greenville, one of the Presbyterian churches, maybe. And then this is, let's see, oh, a picture of a snowman in the snow. That's awesome. He's probably like, wait, what's going on? All right, we've got people measuring their snow. That's 2.5 inches or so. This is Joan Aguilar. I'm not sure where she is, though, but that's 2.5 inches, roughly. Maybe 2 3/4. That was Fourth Presbyterian in Greenville. I thought so. Rutherfordton. Look at Rutherfordton. How pretty is that? Beautiful.
Really nice.
Really nice picture there. And we've got, did I already show this? Oh, the Pettigrew Historic. It's beautiful to look at. Better to look at it right here in your Spreecast where you're safe than driving over to see it. We've already seen this one. I'm going to take this one down again. Sorry. Some of them are not disappearing. I don't know why. We've got Tyler J. McCall sharing bushes and grass all covered up in the snow.
The traffic jam appears to stretch from north of Landrum to south of Biltmore Forest.
Oh,
Wow.
that's one not
Isn't
on
that
my way.
incredible?
Yeah.
I mean, that is a nightmare. This is what happened, usually, honestly, historically, here, it has always happened on 85, especially up in the Cherokee County zone. I don't know what the deal is, but it's like somewhere between Spartanburg and Cherokee County, things get messed up, and it's probably where those lanes, aren't as wide. And oftentimes, we've had just disaster after disaster with people just stuck out there and then having to call in rescue crews to go out there and get people off the highway because they've run out of gas. You know, I mean, you can't imagine the complexities of what's happening to people who've been sitting there for hours, because this has been going on. What time did we first report this? Probably during the 10, or was it before the 10? It was before the 10, wasn't it? I think it was.
Yeah, it might have been.
So this has been going on for hours.
It's definitely been going on for a while.
Yeah, and this is also one of those reasons why we
Last
tell
time
you
this was
guys and warn you to fill up your tank with gas, because it's these very scenarios that play out where you wind up innocently, making that one last trip to get somewhere, or you're on the interstate thinking you're going to make it home, and then this happens, and you're stuck there for hours. And if you have, a quarter tank, less than a quarter tank of gas, you could be in serious trouble sitting out there trying to stay warm or have enough gas to keep going once this thing starts moving. Because even when it starts moving, it's going to move slow. It's going to be very slow for these folks.
Yeah, so you always have to be prepared. Keep a little kit in your car, maybe with like some snack bars and blankets and, just in case.
Absolutely. Well, I think that it's a great idea to do that, and I think we've provided earlier in this Spreecast some links to help people do that. Is there anybody that has a webcam that would want to go on camera and show us your snow? Becky, do you have any snow you can show us at your house? How much snow do you have? Do you have anything you can walk out and show us? I'm thinking about walking out the back door and looking. I don't know if I can get back in, though. I don't have my thing to get in. We should all go. I want to go peek out the back door at least. Let's go peek out the back door. I don't think I'll lose the internet signal, but I don't know. Will I? What do you think? I'm not
It was a
sure.
little sketchy when I was out there. Cutting in
what?
and out a little bit. It was cutting out in and out a little bit when I was out there.
Really? I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna go all the way out. I'm just gonna open the door and look out there. I'm assuming this won't set off an alarm or something. But let's see what it looks like outside on our patio. This is the patio where we do a lot of the light. Oh no! Is this? Oh, I have to hit this button. Oh my gosh! This is like a. Oh. It's slick. Oh, it's slick. Oh, this is slippery. Wow! I'm noticing how slick it is in this slushy mess. I think I could go ice skating out here. Ooh, I could really wipe out. Yeah, it's kind of slushy out here at Channel 7 Studios. Becky,
So there's my snow.
where are you? You're in Spartanburg?
Yes.
So look at Becky's snow. Vanessa, where's your snow?
Wow.
You showed us
I have a
snow
snow
earlier.
dog. There he is.
The snow dog. There he is. So we've
There he
got
is.
snow and snow. No, I feel like rain is starting to come down on my head. It's honestly, this feels like rain. Doesn't feel like snow at all.
Yeah, it feels a little misty, like spitting, as we say.
Yeah, I mean, mine's more than mist. It's like raining on me, so I'm going inside. But anyway, there's a look at our patio, y'all. So this is the Channel 7 studio. You see the WSPA TV up there on the wall? I don't know if you can see that. But this is our patio where we do a lot of live shots in the morning. There's the studio and the offices, the building. Anyway, so there you are. And there's about, on that table, it looks like there might be 1.5 inches or so of snow on the ground right here. So that's the first time I ventured out all evening, which was kind of exciting to do. Thank you, Becky, for showing us
It's
your
different
snow.
from when you came in, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very slick. Now it makes me not want to drive. Now that I have stepped on it. Yeesh.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm hoping we'll get Christy in for one last little visit before we end, which I think may happen here shortly. My hair is dripping wet. Oh dear. Yeah, I think she's got to do. Is she doing another cut-in soon? What time? At 11 or midnight? So she's doing a cut-in at midnight, and then we'll probably grab her to wrap things up on the Spreecast. And no, I don't. Oh, Ashley's fixing my microphone, taking it off. There we go. Awesome. Yeah. But we thank you guys for being part of the Spreecast. It's been really great. We've had a lot of participation, a lot of pictures, a lot of information sharing, and we really appreciate that. And Vanessa, you've been awesome gathering information and pictures and being right there at the assignment desk. And just so you understand, everybody, in the news business, the assignment desk is like the heart of the matter. I mean, it is the place where you guys call in news tips, where we have scanners that they're listening to hear who's responding to what. So we kind of, follow all the breaking developments through the assignment desk, and they're telling our crews where they should go, what stories they should cover. So it's been a really great place to have Vanessa, because she knows right away if something's happening, and she can tell us, guess what? Breaking news. All right, let's see. Do we have any more pictures, or are we pretty much pictured out? I think we're pictured out. Jean is asking, even if we didn't get, let's see what she's saying. She said, even if we didn't get a lot of snow, Lawrence, it sure is fun watching you ladies work and chatting. Multitasking is best. It is fun. It is crazy. And we've been with you on the Spreecast now since 8 o'clock, so we're approaching 4 hours of Spreecasting, of live streaming behind the scenes of the news and of this system, the storm system that has rolled through, bringing us some significant snow in some places, and other places kind of this mixture that could turn into a really dicey, awful situation. Temperatures, Chrissy was saying, just at the 11 o'clock hour, we're hovering around 32, 33 degrees, kind of back and forth, which means we're in the freezing zone, danger zone, and that's going to be a problem anytime now. I mean, it'll start to become a problem pretty quickly. So, and I hate it for the morning, because it really will make things messy. And obviously the schools did the right thing to not put buses and kids out there in the middle of this stuff. Oh, I bet it's no fun making those calls for them, And I know with a lot of kids already, Vanessa, we were talking about this. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at downtown Spartanburg. Isn't that great? That's the Daniel Morgan statue looking back at the clock tower. Right there, downtown. Oh, wow. That is just so pretty. That is really great. We were talking about, how kids are going to have to make up days most likely. Unless they get one of those forgiveness things from lawmakers, they're going to have to make up, because now they're into their days that aren't allotted, that they've taken for snow. So we'll see what happens with that. Watching our team upstairs. Christy's getting ready to come back down, and we'll hopefully get her for a second to answer just a couple of your questions if you have any more. But if you're good on questions, we can wrap things up without Christy, but I just don't want to disappoint anyone who might be here who asked or wanted to ask a question. So if you have something for Christy, let me know. We will have a live update coming up on TV here at midnight, so in 10 minutes there'll be a live update. Or Christy may talk to you before we hit the live update, which may work out, and then we may wrap, as she goes live on TV. So I feel like we've kind of accomplished what we set out to do, with 4 hours of live streaming for you guys, and helping us cover the storm, working with you. I like to call it two-way news, Vanessa, because it's, us delivering information and viewers helping us on the backside to collect information. It's really powerful. It's really awesome.
I agree. We were talking about this earlier. It kind of breaks down the wall, because they watch you on TV, but they don't get to communicate with you, and maybe they don't get to ask the questions about whatever you're talking about that they want to. And so this gives them that opportunity, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's a great vehicle. Yeah, this was awesome, and we had a lot of good participation. You're not seeing any more snow, Kevin. That's too bad. 33 degrees light rain is what Kevin is seeing at his place. And lots of pictures. Yeah, we had more pictures than ever. Okay, we've got more pictures right now. Here's Campobello, which is a beautiful place, and of course north of 85 where they're getting more snow. Hey, Christy, do you want to do it after your? Do you want to say goodbye after your thing, or do you want to quickly answer anything now? Okay. Is there anybody with a question for Christy? Because while we've got her before she does her live update, I just want to make sure we also have more pictures that are coming in. But if you want to ask in the chat.
Have you heard anything from Lauren's Gray Court area? I wonder what's going on there because the contour went back to snow.
Lauren's Gray Court, anyone still with us from Lauren's or Gray Court that could tell us in the chat what has happened, what's happening with the weather where you are?
Other than that, we still expect the timing to be where things are going to kind of wrap up around 2. So timing is the same. The issue is the rain snow line because that was able to creep a little farther north. It took away almost any hope of snow over the southern parts and took away from the hope, of high snow totals in the northern part.
So people that are south of 85 or even people that are north of 85?
North of 85, well, sorry.
We're snacking because we haven't eaten.
One of those nights. North of 85, they're still going to end up with decent snow totals, and I think yesterday I was calling for 4 to 7 along the north of 85. Today I backed it down to 3 to 5, and that may actually turn out to fit in because we've had reports of 3 inches in Tryon, 4 inches a few miles north of Chesney. So those areas, and they're still getting snow. Yeah. So that's going to end up pretty respectable. 85 north, good. 85 south, a little snow. Now it's mixed in with sleet, and then it just changes over to rain. There's not too much there. Not much hope. If you're getting rain, you're probably going to see mostly rain.
Okay, so those of you who are going, okay, maybe the last 2 hours I'll get snow, probably not.
I wouldn't get my hopes up.
Okay.
But that's the way it works. When you have the rain snow line right in the middle of the viewing area, it's a given that somebody's going to end up getting robbed. If you want to snow, then you maybe get robbed. But watch the temperature too, because we might be down to 32, and even if it's got rain, you can still have some slick roads.
Well, we appreciate all your updating.
I'm
Christy has been here for 4 hours, you guys, and doing updates on television and 5 newscasts, 6 newscasts.
I don't know how you can still talk. I mean, my throat's sore. You talk more than I do.
Well, we all have, and it's been a lot of fun. But we appreciate it because it really is cool to have you available and answering questions. I think the coolest thing is when you want to know what's going to happen in my neighborhood in Pauline, you can find out, and it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so I'm glad to be a part of it. Thanks y'all very much. All right, well, I'm gonna go get ready.
Yes.
I think we're
enjoy.
How many minutes are we away?
Probably 4.5. Okay, so they're getting ready to go on TV in 4.5 minutes. Vanessa, you've done an amazing job. Becky Pittman, you have done an amazing job. Thanks everyone for being here. We will, of course, do this anytime there's a major breaking situation like weather, but also, if there's ever a big event in the area, like the earthquake night, for example, we were on Spreecast. I mean, anything like that that's big and everybody's talking about, we're going to be on with a special Spreecast. So head to WSPA.com and those kind of events and look for us because we should be setting something up and getting going. Even if we're not there in the moment you check, I bet you if you come back 10 minutes later, we'll be there. Vanessa, thanks again. And you guys, I don't know if you realize, Vanessa reports for Scene on 7, which is on our entertainment side, but she's a reporter, so, it doesn't matter whether you report entertainment or when it snows, and everybody jumps in and helps out, and Vanessa's been awesome to help us tonight. We actually knocked Scene on 7 off the air to bring you winter weather coverage, so Scene on 17 helped us out with our coverage, and we really appreciate that. So thank you very much, Vanessa.
Thank you so much. This was so fun. I'm so glad everyone participated. It was really great to see all the pictures and everything.
All right. Well, thank you. All right. So, guys, we will do this again. I do this on Friday nights for the 10 o'clock show on the CW. That's Channel 62. We stream live behind the scenes just Friday nights because it's kind of fun. And then, again, in big breaking news events, we'll be back with you. So thank you for watching. 7 on Your Side likes to be there 24/7. That's what we call our weather team. And so with Spreecast, it gives us the power to reach you better than ever. Thanks again. Becky, thank you. And to all of you who participated, we call you 7 Newsies in case you didn't figure it out. Good night.